¿Qué pasó? Hola.
Huh?
Hola, amigos. We actually don't have any viewers right now. Wow.
Amigos.
Amigos.
Are we
Not
live right
me.
now?
Not amigos. Not amigos. Amigos.
Uh,
Not the amigos.
Not the Amigos.
Nah, you've
No,
never heard of amigos?
is this that rap group?
Yeah.
I don't know anything about those guys.
Careful
This,
saying that.
I'm just.
Lose more of your black card.
Hey. Let's not talk about that. Hey, why you got to threaten to take things away from me?
I bought a 6-pack of Sculpin. Nom, nom.
Ooh, I got me some Kurs.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Sculpin's delicious.
Who's here?
We got one person.
One
This is
person.
odd. This is odd.
That is odd.
Normally we start with mucho más.
Nobody loves us.
Nobody loves us. We're losing the love, man. We're losing the love.
Oh.
Dude, look at this view. Look at this. Watch. I don't know if you can see it. Check this out. You see the mountain over there? I don't know if you can see it. Look at that mountain.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, it looks so freaking cool.
Mm-hmm.
Just looks, I don't know, the outline, I don't know, almost looks fake.
I bet you're going to get some awesome views.
X1, what up, man? How's it going?
Is that X?
You were the first one. I think I posted this a little too late. I feel like the live streams are kind of dying out a bit. Quite a bit, actually. We're not getting the views. Did you see? All right. Okay. Let's do something interesting. So, you know that YouTube in your subscriber feed, they don't give you alerts from people that you're subscribed to, right? Like they don't give you alert from everyone you subscribe to, right?
Yeah, I've noticed that.
Right. Okay. So, in order to get alerts when you hit subscribe, you have to hit the little bell, right? And then you pick alert me. Well, now they added 3 options. So it's like occasionally, all the time, or none. So they made that more difficult. But they're testing in beta in the subscription when you know how. So the only way to see every video that you're subscribed to, like if you are subscribed to channels and you want to see everybody's videos in your subscriber channel and you're subscribed to, you go and you hit to the subscription part, right?
Okay.
Click subscriptions and then it shows you all the videos listed out.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now, and they're in chronological order. Well, now they're even changing that so that they're beta testing with certain people where they're recommending which videos you should watch in your subscription field. So eventually, there's YouTube is going to completely control what
you watch.
Yes, that's fucking insane.
That's
what up, Mothman? Let me send you an invite here.
That's kind of
it's kind of BS.
Yeah, so like you don't have even so they can pretty much tell you what they want you to watch.
Yeah. Exactly.
So they can control like what channels are gonna
grow, which channels are not gonna grow. That's exactly right. All right, Mothman, check your YouTube inbox. Sent you a link.
Well, that's kind of cold-blooded.
Yeah, it's kind of bullshit.
Yeah.
Matt West, what up? West, y'all.
Who's here?
Matt West.
Oh, sorry, I've got too many screens open right now, so I can't see who everybody's joining. Oh, hey, people are here. Hey, Matt West, what's going on, buddy? Mothman.
Can y'all?
Notification Squad.
Yep, 3-day weekend. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Oh, you got a 3-day weekend?
It is going. Just chilling. Got my vape. Got my beer.
You douche flute.
Chilling outside. It's nice out. Chuckster, what up? Chuckster, send you a link if you want to get in here. Make all the times right. I was late. Early. We're on time, man. Actually, I was a little late. A little bit late.
You were a little bit late?
Yeah, because I scheduled it for 7:30, and I think we literally just started.
See, I figured I figured this was going to start at like 8 or 8:30. I just got lucky checking.
What the fuck? I gotta click all the buses now? This is stupid. I'm not a robot, motherfucker. I gotta do this verification thing now to send a message. Check your inbox, YouTube inbox. Sent you a link. If you wanna chill, drink some beers, do stuff and things. Anyways, can you hear the music?
Is it? Hold on, let me see. Let me see if I can hear it.
Listen.
Nope.
Oh, good. Over there going bum 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 bum.
Is it the what kind of music is that? Like what is that called?
Mexican music.
Well, I know it's Mexican music. I just don't know like what the type of music is called.
These called like rancheros or something like that. I don't fucking know.
Isn't that the name of like rancheros? Isn't that the name of like a food dish, like with beans or something?
Huevos rancheros, you mean?
Yeah. Is that eggs and beans or some shit?
It's just the way it's cooked. I don't know. Cat TB, what up, man? Mariachi is a band. Yeah, band. That's a band. I don't.
Mariachi's a
Yeah,
band?
sí, ranchero, norteña. Yeah, mariachi is just like. Yeah. Whoa.
What's up, dudes?
What up, man?
Hey, brother.
KTV, I sent you a link if you're bored and you want to jump in. Kenny fixed my brake lights today.
Oh yeah, I
Stupid
did.
little hangy thing. I'm still like I was like thinking like you think like the bikes are all super high tech, they got all computerized, but there's a fucking little hangy dangly thing with a hook that you just clip onto your brake thing and that's what turns your brake on. I was like, what the fuck?
A hangy thing that turns.
Oh,
into
that's what it's called. Yeah, corrido. That's what it is.
Burrito.
Oh, corridos.
Isn't that taco? Music is named after tacos.
So racist.
That's not racist at all. That's racist. What is that chopping noise?
I don't need it now. Okay. Can you leave it in the house? Just put it on my desk. Come on.
There's a guy standing right behind you drinking a beer.
Yep.
Oh man, that's not creepy at all.
I know, right?
Weak. Weak.
You see my dog? There's my dog.
This is for my dogs.
There's my dog right there. Jingles. Look up here.
Your dog's name is
You
Migos
want to
too?
be on the internet?
Jingles. Jingles. She's a little
Jingles.
dumb now. She's not very smart.
No.
What up? What up, Boris?
You know I know all about not smart.
I'm at home.
Oh, Boris is
Salty
here?
Rider, what up? You
Boris.
got the link, Boris.
I love you, Boris. Get in here, Boris.
I'm on the internet, Boris. That's where I'm at. On the internet. Don't tell anybody I'm on the internet. I'm on the internet. But it's a good ending to the week today. Today was good news and stuff.
It is all kinds of good news.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to share? Or are you just going to tell us good news?
just good news.
He saved a lot of money on his car insurance.
Yeah, by switching to Geico.
Yeah.
And he apparently has slept at a Holiday Inn Express.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I figured out the dangly thingy that does his brake lights.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah.
dangly thing.
Yeah,
That's
the
what that's
dangly
that part.
thing.
That's what that part is. That's the technical term. It's called the dangly thing. That's when you look up the parts, it's the part number is called dangly thing. 11573. Dude, that was like that for like 3 months. It's a stupid dangly thing.
I don't know.
That's so weird though.
I don't know how you didn't go down there and look. Why look down there?
Very down there.
Why look?
You know, I looked, but I didn't like look underneath it.
Uh-huh. You didn't move shit around. That's what happened.
Yeah, that's exactly. But
I looked.
We're still talking about the dangly thing.
Yeah.
Well, so what happened is we're planning on flushing his brake fluid and changing his brakes, and he's like, "Oh, my brake light still doesn't work." So I'm looking at the
We were looking at the activator piece.
Yeah,
That's
and
what
I'm
we were
like,
looking. That's what I thought it was.
and I noticed that his moves a lot farther than mine. I'm like, yeah, that looks weird. And as I look underneath, I see this spring, the little dangly thing. And I was like, oh, hey, turn your lights on. Like, what? Yeah, just gotta turn them on. And I pull on
And
it.
he pulls on it. I'm like, motherfucker! I can't believe you.
Yeah, it's cool, man.
Whatever, you got it. You fixed it.
Yeah. Better than taking it to some dealer and then have them fucking try to change your oil while they're fixing your lights.
Yeah.
You leave and get more problems.
Yep.
Why am I
What up, Turtle Bone?
Why am I missing a wheel?
I swear I brought it in with 2. I'm pretty sure I rode in here with 2 of them.
Did I tell you what happened that time I tried to get tires in Louisiana?
They tried to sell you square ones?
No, yeah. So the it was like the Pilot Road 3s when they first came out. I was like, all right, I need these tires. So I go to like the closest shop to my house where I was living in Louisiana, which is like an hour away. And I'm like, I'm just getting tires. That's all I need. So I get the tires and I'm really stoked. And I'm going to grab a beer before I head back the hour drive to where I live. And I noticed like my traction control is being all crazy and I'm getting like all kinds of crazy alarms.
Oh, yeah, you told me this story. Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, the motherfuckers put my wheel on backwards. So like all the sensors were on the opposite side. And I go back and I'm like, hey, like you guys fucked up. Like, what's the problem? He's like, oh no, that's how it was when we brought it in here. Our tech put it on exactly the way he took it off. I'm like, you motherfuckers, if you don't fix this.
Lying sacks of...
Yeah. Fucking assholes. That's not how it was when I brought it in here. So yeah, needless to say, I never went back there. But
well, I didn't know Delamo made it all the way out to Louisiana.
No, it was, I think it was worse than Delamo. Well, I've never taken my bike to Delamo. I took the South Bay.
Totally looks like I should be standing like this. Mugshot. Just fucking.
Oh man, you got life.
Yeah.
Life in jails. So what's
taken? That's what I was gonna. Oh, what are you guys doing like Saturday or Sunday or?
Who me?
Yeah.
Tara's got to work tomorrow. She's on call all day. So
I meant Sunday.
Oh, Sunday?
Yeah.
I think we might go to the zoo on Sunday.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, you would do something.
Yeah, I'm just trying to spend some time with the fam while I'm home. I got the next couple months where I don't really have any work trips planned, so I'm trying to make the most of all my time.
Yeah,
and no school. So
congratulations on that.
Yeah. I'm a free man until July 1st, and then I go back into hiding again.
What's your plans, Chuckster? You guys out riding?
Oh, tomorrow I gotta go see Drew, get the beard trimmed up, and then
I'm definitely going there on my next haircut.
You what?
I'm definitely gonna go there for the next haircut.
Oh, dude's awesome. Got beer in the fridge waiting on you. Dude rules. Let's see, and then Sunday we got me, John, Chris, a couple other people are going to ride up and meet up with 951 Iron Rider. He's going to get back in the saddle on the freeways. We're going to ride down to San Diego, meet up with Bagger and all those guys, I think.
All right.
Not sure on that second part yet. But it's going to be a long time on the bike from Menifee to San Diego.
From where?
Menifee.
Are you guys going to the back roads or something?
I have no idea.
I do that ride every day.
Iron Rider said he's still a little sketchy on the freeway. So
I don't know who that is. Did he crash or something? Is there
who is
story
it?
behind?
Remember last year at SCMM, the dude went down on the Black 400?
No.
That happened like the last day, did it?
Yeah,
I remember hearing about it.
From Chaparral.
Oh yeah, that's the guy that crashed on the highway.
Yeah.
Yeah, and everybody stopped. Yep, I remember that.
Yep.
Uh,
You had to get that good footage.
yeah, everybody. Yeah, that was pretty much what most of the videos that came out like were for a while.
Yeah.
A crash. Oh, let's.
So
click on that.
was he injured? Like,
No, he tore his knee up pretty good.
oof.
Like a couple of reconstructions. They had to do like a skin graft.
Oh,
But he's good now.
Yeah, apparently, yeah, he's back on the bike, but he's kind of in the same boat that I am. He's on a 300, so most of his crew kind of leaves him behind.
Did he just buy it, or was that his old bike?
No, he bought a new 300 after they totaled the old 300.
I didn't get a 300 when they got the 400s out.
I think he got it before the 400s came out. Like
we were looking at that was it gray and orange-ish one. That thing looks fucking clean, dude.
Oh yeah.
Like that actually looks like a really fucking badass bike.
Yeah, except it's not that much quicker than a 300, and the 300s are dirt cheap right now because they came out with the 400s.
That's true.
But yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
You upgrading anytime soon?
God, if this year's been shit for trying to save money, so I was trying to, but it hasn't worked out so far.
They paid off?
It will be soon in about 2 months.
Oh, nice.
But the transmission crapped out in the Mustang earlier this week, so it's not under warranty anymore. I'm gonna have to cough up a couple of grand to get that fixed.
What year or how many miles does it have?
86,000.
Oh yeah, it's up there.
But still, it's not up there far enough that the transmission can be going out. And come on, I haven't even run anybody over in that.
I was gonna say, you haven't even run it through walls or anything.
I know, right? But yeah, I don't know. And according to this, I should call it Ford and bitch, because according to the owner's manual, that thing's not even supposed to need service till 100,000 miles. So,
what it was a warranty like a year thing, or like certain years and then certain miles?
Yeah, it was the standard 3-year, 36,000 mile warranty.
Oh, 36,000 mile warranty. Okay, yeah. That sucks.
Yeah, it does. That all the money I had saved towards a new bike is now going to have to go fix a car I can't wait to get rid of.
Yeah.
You could always set it on fire.
I could. I thought about, driving it off the pier down there in Huntington Beach and
Just oh man, I forgot to put the brakes on. Oh.
Yeah. I hit the brakes and it just started going faster, It's a Mustang. It's how these things work.
Yeah.
It happens. I wouldn't say it doesn't happen.
Yeah, I mean, look it up on YouTube. There's plenty of videos of Mustangs running through crowds of people.
Ghost and I were talking about that yesterday.
Yeah.
You may be careful. The Mustangs will get you. They crazy.
Yeah, they are. Well, people don't know how to drive them.
That's true too. I guess that is a valid point.
Mustangs. Oh, as soon as a Mustang tries to do something cool, it just crashes.
Yep.
Or leave the keys in it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you could always bring it down here and then bring it to the outlets. And go in and go shopping for a few hours. You come back, your car will be gone. I'm sure. I'm sure it will.
Nice.
Right across the border.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Never see it again.
There should be like an underground parking spot where like it's kind of known but unknown, where you just go park your car and like thieves are like it's an agreement that like with where you can park it and thieves know like if the car is there, it's free to take as long as they take it across the border,
Yeah.
And it's like a known parking spot.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
It's yours if you can get it across the border in an hour.
Yeah. Leave a note in it. It's yours to get across the border.
I'm going to park this here with the keys in it, and I'm going to wait an hour to call the cops.
What's wrong with my voice? I don't know.
What's wrong with your voice?
I don't know. DSG's, I think he's just gay.
He's got too many cocks in his ears.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard to eat chips and it's hard to type and eat chips and salsa.
Indeed. Oh man, that'd be awesome. I wish I had some chips and salsa. I wish I had some chips in that cheesy shit at that restaurant that's by my house. That'd be good.
Oh, that stuff is good. Was it Miguel's?
Yeah, McGill's. Yeah,
Yeah,
that place is awesome.
That place does have some good fucking cheese.
Is it just like queso dip?
It's I don't know. It's cheese in a bowl.
It's queso dip.
Yeah, you know what? There might be an issue with my mic. I need to get a new one.
I'll fix that, dude. I'm almost done with this thing.
Are you planning on releasing it tonight?
I wanted to. I was hoping to have it done like before this.
What, that new K6 video?
Yeah. Now that I've got time, like I can do stuff. You know.
I know, it's crazy, right?
Yeah. But it is. I think it is funny how like this will only take like 2 or 3 hours, and like 5 hours later.
Yeah, no.
Like I think I was supposed to eat dinner and do a bunch of other shit, and I didn't do any of it.
Yeah.
But I think it'll be a good one.
That's why a lot of people quit, man. So it's a lot of.
It's a big time commitment.
Yeah, it is a big time commitment.
Especially if you're going to try and uphold any kind of regular schedule, like weekly uploads.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would never set myself on a fixed schedule. Not that I don't think it's a good idea. I just don't have that kind of time. I don't want to be committed to anything.
Kenny's afraid of commitment.
I am, man. No, I'm a free spirit. I'll do what I want.
I do what I want. What up, Billy?
I do what I want. Yeah, I don't think people realize how much time people spend, editing together a 6-minute video.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, that's hours of work.
It's if you're just starting off and you're trying to grow a channel, and you're I don't even want to say just starting off, because it's still, if you're like below, I would say 100,000 subscribers, the amount of effort and time you put into it, you don't get your return on investment.
No, definitely not.
So it's got to be something that you enjoy doing.
But YouTube's a long game.
Yeah.
You put in the work now to get paid for it later.
Yeah.
If that's what you're going for.
True.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that long seems to be getting longer and longer away.
Yeah, especially with what YouTube's doing. I don't know.
I know they keep changing everything. It's like, bruh, leave that shit alone.
Yep.
It's broken, so you got to fix it.
Well, that's true.
It's not broken, so we got to take it apart and see how we can make it worse.
It's not broken, so we have to make it better. Break half of it in the process.
But then that gives you something to do, because then you got to work to fix it again. I love fucking.
You there, Backroad?
Updates and upgrades. I'll be right back.
Backroad. Of course, I could sign up to one of them networks that Backroad was talking about in his last video.
I didn't see the video.
The media networks. What do they call? They promote your videos for a person.
Well, they don't really promote your videos. They just take your money.
I know, I was being sarcastic, but yeah. I'd be curious to know how many new YouTubers fall for that stuff, though. I'll bet there's a lot.
Yeah, I mean, because you're like, oh my god, I can't believe someone's interested in me, and yeah. And the thing is, it's one of the also. I think a majority of people, it's like a lessons learned thing, because there's so many people that are out there like, don't do it. Don't fucking do it. Big channels, don't do it. But they're like, oh I'm gonna do it. Yeah. I don't care.
Yeah.
And they're gonna help my channel grow, and they don't.
They're gonna give me a worldwide audience on a worldwide platform that already gives me a worldwide audience.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go for it. Very informative video from Backroad. His last one. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Plug.
Yeah. It's nice to have a 3-day weekend. I haven't had a nice weekend in a while.
Oh, Dude, I mean,
I don't have any plans either. I'm just gonna hang out and chill with the family and not do a damn thing. So, yeah.
oh, that's right. K6 bought a new bike.
There we go.
There you go.
Fucking Steam was hogging my microphone.
Oh, I don't
That's
know if I had
good.
that problem. What up, Silver Surfer? That would be the 6th. So soon. It's been fucking.
Then you got to move.
It's been a nightmare.
Yeah, buying a house isn't fun.
Well, it's my first one, so I've been it's been an experience. Main problem I've had was getting my money for my 401k. Been fucking for the closing costs and all that. I've been going like 2 weeks, man, trying to get them to give me my money. And closing is on the 6th, and I finally got approved today. So it'll take 3 to 4 days to get the money. So, yeah, and the inspection is done. A lot of little things, nothing major.
Watch some cockknocker come up from behind your asshole and make another offer on it. Just take it.
No, it's already too late. The good thing is,
Their contract.
yeah, the good thing is also they were moving. So they initially put the house up for 309,000, and then within 2 weeks they dropped it to 300,000, and then I put in an offer at 305, and then they accepted it. So I offered 305, and then we said they had to pay 3,000 towards closing and buy the home warranty, the 1-year warranty for all like the AC and all that shit. And so I did the home inspection and the appraisal, and then the appraisal came back at 300. So obviously we went back down to 300, and I was like, I'm not giving up the 3,000. You're still paying that, but I'll pay for the warranty. And so that's what we did. So,
Cool.
it's a nice house. I'll probably once it's all squared away, I'll probably make a video showing it, whatever.
I'm a firm believer in you're moving forward. It's not what the house looks like. It's not where it's at or whatever. But as long as in your mind you're moving forward in life, better than whatever you had, and the step behind you. To you. It doesn't have to be to anybody else. As long as it's better to you.
Yeah.
That last step, then you're fucking in it. You're in it to win it. Doing better.
Yeah, very true. And it's got a pool and everything. Maybe.
I'm gonna learn how to swim. Maybe I'll learn how to swim.
Because I've went from some travel trailers and buses to apartments and felt like I moved back. Felt like I fucked up. Damn, this apartment sucks compared to my trailer. Shit like that. Just depends on the eye of the beholder, really.
Let me see if I can.
I've lived in some tour buses that can rival any apartment for sure.
You what?
I've lived in a few tour buses that I'd rather sleep in than some friends' apartments that I've been in.
Trying to find it. I don't know the fucking address.
A Featherlight or a Coachman tour bus, man, these days, a good 2008 and newer, I'd sleep in that shit. I'd fucking live in it.
What the fuck is the address?
Motherfuckers got granite countertops and shit these days.
Yep. I'd live in my parents' travel trailer. It's got granite countertops, a fucking fireplace.
It's got a ceiling fan too, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, I knew it. Fucking, they got some crazy shit going on.
I'm like, what the hell?
I'm a big time slide out. Was it
if your trailer's got a slide out, I'm coming with you. Does that mean
It's got 3 of them.
I can sleep?
2 on one side and 1 on the other side. Like, what the hell? They're like doubles in size. It's like a transformer.
Yup, with their fucking electric fireplace. And I just saw a chandelier in a coach tour bus. As soon as you walk in, like the steps going up to the cab, there's a little chandelier hanging there, like trying to make it like a little foyer and shit.
That's awesome.
My sister took a semi-trailer. They had it left over, and she's just like, well, I mean, if it's not coming on tour with us, can I buy it? And she bought it. So her husband at the time bought a Kenworth to pull it, and they converted the inside into a fucking trailer. It had like loft ceiling fans, like ridiculous, with the big arm hanging all the way down from the top, like fucking New York City loft and shit. Like if you stopped at a rest area and went in to get a drink out of the refrigerator, the thing would still be swinging around.
That's awesome. I've known a couple of people that, well, I haven't known them, but I've heard of a couple of people that have done that, where they converted big truck trailers into like apartments or travel trailers or whatever.
Yeah, tiny house, eat your fucking heart out. It's like a big tiny house. Back in the day, man, in the mid 80s to early 90s, they had, I don't know what they were called, but they had these vans that had semi hitches on them. 18-wheeler hitches, but they were just like a conversion van kind of thing with a sleeper in the back, like a mini version, but they'll haul at fucking anything. If you had one of those, you were Mr. Circus. You had one of those motherfuckers.
Huh.
The weird van truck. Because they were nice, man.
I don't know. Some of those truck drivers get a little crazy with the sleepers in their big trucks too. You'd think those things were little RVs, especially like moving companies that got to sleep like 4 or 5 dudes.
Yeah, well, guys that get their CDL and just decide to like make a career out of their CDL, hell yeah, dude, they'll have some nice trucks. Like when you go down through the suburbs and you see all of a sudden there's just this, you know, decent house, but it's got this gigantic fucking Peterbilt in the front yard.
Yeah.
That is a career trucker, and the inside of that truck's probably like a Ferrari.
Yep.
Refrigerators, and computers, and fucking gaming systems and shit.
Computers.
Satellite TV, satellite internet, all that shit.
Computers, as if there wasn't a computer in every chip and every fucking component in the car now. How many computers? Well, 5,000. You got 5,000 computers. Let's go through the components.
I hate this computer.
I hate my computer, man. It's like really like cramping my style on my Twitch game, my Twitch startup. Now I know I need a new machine, definitely. I could change some components, I guess, and stick with this, but really, what's the fun in that?
All right. It's a lot funner just to build a whole new one.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm going to do on Twitch for the time being because, yeah, it's just everything's cool and smooth. I can run Steam and Discord and play, no problem. But when it comes to finally bringing up OBS and pressing start streaming, everything starts to buffer and lag. And
Are you sure it's the computer and not your internet?
No, yeah, because I do a lot more streaming other things. That's just fine. Now, when I start trying to bring a game up, well, I don't know. I don't know. It's a good question. It's a very good question. I'm not smart enough to really say yes or no on that. I know I don't have problems with doing anything else. This is the first time I've ever like encountered oh shit, this is lag. Oh yeah, and I believe it's another reason I think it's my machine because I had my external fan off the first time I tried it. Computer overheated and shut down.
Oh yeah, definitely.
When I turned my external fan back on, it didn't shut down, but it was still just like, oh, I'm trying, dude.
House,
all right.
You balling bastard.
This is a house right here.
Oh, that's a beauty.
Damn.
You know what that reminds me of? Flank. Frank Lloyd Wright.
Lifestyles that rich and famous.
That's a orange tree. Got like big ass oranges on it.
Frank Lloyd Wright is the guy. Well, I guess it is a Frank Lloyd Wright, even if he didn't design it. Frank Lloyd Wright invented concrete architecture, like modern day concrete architecture.
Street lights in the back. How awesome is that?
The what?
It's got street lights in the back.
Yeah, it's got like the old school street lights. It's pretty dope. And there's the lights at the top right here. That's actually a fan. Like, so there's a fan outside. It's kind of weird.
That's not weird. We got that all over the place here. You should have it. That should be more prevalent in California, for fuck's sakes. There should be fans outside everywhere.
This is the guest bathroom right here. And then this is like the master bathroom area.
Right on.
In the bedroom.
The medicine cabinet needs to be over the sink.
This is the master bedroom.
This is a bad joke. Rocky.
They were still there.
Whoa, dude, that's my kitchen almost. Dude, that's like almost the same kitchen I have.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Is that your bedroom with Captain America on the wall?
Yeah.
Oh man, that is my kitchen layout. That's so rad. You're gonna love that shit.
Oh, 2 ovens?
Yeah, it's a double oven.
Cook pizza and bake bread.
That's my dining room too. What the fuck's happening here right now?
GhostNinja clone your house.
I can't wait to get fucked up and pass out on the floor.
Yeah.
His living room's a little cooler than mine.
No
Mine's
carpet.
got the wood stove. You got the nice fireplace. I got the wood stove.
It's his backyard. The kitchen and the backyard. It was like
yeah, your backyard beats mine. Sorry.
You could fit so many dudes on chairs in that.
Oh yeah.
So many dicks can fit so many dicks back there.
It should make for good summers.
That is beautiful, dude. That is fucking beautiful.
Are you saying a whole lot of dicks is going to make for a good summer?
Yeah.
It's
That's what you said.
the pebble pool. So that's why the water color looks green, is because it's like the green pebble pool. I don't know what it's called.
Gotcha. Now, is there a fountain?
Yeah, it's
Rocks?
Yeah, you see that mound of rocks? It's
Yeah,
like a waterfall fountain thing.
There's not like a naked kid spitting water off the top of it.
No, not that kind. No. So, and I like that there's not a lot of grass either that I have to deal with.
I know.
Right? You're buying it, right? Of course.
Huh?
Yeah.
I'm buying it.
Yeah. So, okay. Here's what's cool. Those pools are fucking expensive. Like the filtration to keep everything sanitized for actual swimming pool is more expensive than it is to keep the stasis in a koi pond. So when your fucking pool takes a shit, you got a koi pond. Don't try to fucking do it. It's just the most economical way to go about it.
They just replaced the whole pooling filtration system last year.
Learn how to do that chemical shit yourself so you don't have to pay a pool guy to do it.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it doesn't matter when he replaced it, man. Pools are a bitch, and in a year and a half, it's gonna be your job. And
I'm getting the warranty on the house, and it covers the pool. So if anything goes wrong with that whole system, they fix it or replace it.
Eventually, that won't be a thing, though. You're young. We're young still. Man, I'm telling you, sacrifice your pool for a pond.
Yeah, just don't put too much chlorine in there. It'll dissolve your children.
Don't sacrifice your motorcycle for your pool. That's
no, that's a mistake. Oh, there's no pictures of the garage. Just got a 2-car garage.
Exactly. Yeah, Kenny makes a very good point there. That's what I'm trying to say. Thank you, Kenny.
Hey, I know that because I've seen it happen. It's awful.
Yeah, you don't.
It's a bad thing.
At that point, you just buy a koi fish and throw it in the pond and ride away on your motorcycle that you can afford still.
A good friend of mine in Florida had bought a house, and his wife really wanted to remodel their pool, and she's like, "Oh, if you sell your bike, we can remodel the pool, and then you can get a new bike." And I told him not to do it. I told him, so he sold the bike, fixed their pool, and then within 6 months they were divorced. I think it was because he didn't have the bike.
Yeah, he resented that shit, and it led to the demise.
I'm pretty sure something happened, and then he just never got another bike. It's been at least 6 years or so.
Yeah, so I'm excited. It'd be nice. So,
Yeah, don't do it. It's a trap.
It is.
I mean, it was, you know, the thing that I was expecting a few more years, right, to buy a house, but we were looking at the cost of renting a house, and it's pretty much more expensive than what I'm gonna be paying in a mortgage.
Absolutely. My problem is being stuck. Like, I have enough. At this point, I think, maybe I could be putting my foot in my mouth, but I have enough to like present to some fucking bank, and say, hey, I want to buy this house or whatever. But at the same time, you are locking yourself in. And I'm coming from fucking gypsy life and shit like that. I'm so reluctant to lock in anything.
I think so. That's one of the videos that I want to make. Is just kind of talk about the whole experience, because this is the first house I bought, and there was like probably once we found the house, and then we said let's go for it, and then they accepted the offer, and then we got approved. I fucking panicked. I was like sick. I was like, what the fuck?
Right? It's like no one's ever told me, yeah, you could earn $300 before.
I actually got approved for $600K. And then I was like, there's no fucking way I can afford a house that's $600,000. Like, I couldn't afford that. Why would they approve me for that amount? And so I was like, I'm not spending that. There's no fucking way. And then I found this place.
I don't know. My dad's been having, ever since mom died, my dad and I's been having crazy conversations and shit like that, shit like this. And we've come to the thing, like, well, I mean, it really doesn't matter, because if you don't spend all your money before you're dead, or don't owe somebody something, somebody else is going to get it and just waste it. So you might as well, you better fucking, when you're the funeral, the summation that we've come to is that the check for your funeral needs to bounce. That's what you need to do in life. I mean, otherwise there's no point. Why the fuck work for nothing? You're going to die. Yeah. So that funeral check needs to bounce.
Yeah, and like Salty Rider saying, in a few years I'm paying way less in rent. So right now, California, we have a housing problem. Like, it is not being, I don't think it's being represented in the news right now, but there is a huge housing shortage right now. Even apartments, it's hard to find apartments. It's hard to get approved for apartments. It's hard. Houses. I mean, my girl's uncle put his house up for sale for like $400,000, and it sold in 4 days. Like, people are just, and they bought it and renting it out. Like, that's what people are, like, a bunch of people are just coming in, buying these houses and renting them out.
So you got like tent cities erecting and shit, probably.
Oh man, we have a big homeless problem starting to come up right now.
Uh-oh.
Huge homeless problem.
That means crime's gonna fucking shoot.
So, yeah, it's getting crazy, man.
So the less houses, that's crazy. The less houses you have available, the more guns you're gonna need.
I have enough.
Is California one of those no gun states?
Technically, it's never enough, but I have a few. No, you can have guns in California.
No. You can have a gun anywhere in the nation. Some places are strict.
I'm not a gun owner, so
they can't have like was it over 13 rounds?
Over 10.
Over 10 rounds. So silly.
If you over 10 that, and something's wrong.
But we'll just get 5 10-round magazines and you're good.
Yeah. Luckily, even though I don't own a gun, I am a good shot. I carried a gun like 6 or 7 years of my Coast Guard career, like pretty much every day. So
you understand why guns are important, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like if I had a gun, I would be a safe gun owner. Like, I know how to handle a firearm properly, but I just don't want / need one.
Does that have anything to do with the woman, though?
No. But we both feel the same way. Like, I just we both agree that it's just not something that we feel like we want or need.
Yeah, I have a Springfield XE45, a 1911, a Springfield 1911, a Ruger LCR 38, and then a half AR-15 that I've had for like 3-4 years, and I just haven't had the money to finish building it.
I like when somebody says, "What's your favorite gun?" It's like all of them, dude.
All of them, yeah, all of them.
I wouldn't have one if it wasn't my favorite thing.
The one that killed the dude that broke into my house.
Yeah, that's my fucking favorite, dude. My,
KITB, you going on a walk or something? What's going on?
Yeah,
You going
I'm going to the store to buy some meat, bro.
Meat?
No, he's shopping. He's shopping for a house right now.
Well, no, I want to buy some ribs, but I know if I wait till tomorrow, they're gonna be fucking gone. So
Yeah.
holiday weekend, you know.
Searching for ribs in the woods is what it looks like from the camera.
Looks like you're about to go rob somebody's house.
I'm in the woods.
I'll find
What
a
are we talking about?
Are you going to like that hidden rest stop?
No, I'm going to the Smart and Final Plus, dude.
A secret rest stop?
They've got fucking whole briskets. The Smart and Final Plus. It's great.
What is it?
Smart and Final Plus.
Is that a supermarket?
Yeah, they've got like whole briskets there too. It's
Like
great.
cooked?
No, not cooked. I'm cooking it.
That's fucking grocery store.
Are the briskets on the cheap? Because if they are, then I need to get Red some of those, and then he can cook them and not complain that they're expensive.
You know, it's kind of like a market I would have never gone to if it wasn't so convenient. But I went there one night and bought some ribeyes, and I was pleasantly surprised. I was like, damn, they actually have good meat. So, yeah.
It's like one of those like one of those box
butchers.
stores where they don't like take stuff out of like the boxes. It's kind of like a boxer's store. I don't even know what to call them.
No, well, Smart and Final is kind of halfway between a box store and a grocery store. So they have like regular items, but you can also buy like a whole flat of candy.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
yeah, okay.
So they've got like party stuff
But
and
you
all
just have
kinds of
to
shit.
order
So
it.
it's good stuff.
Order it beforehand, right? But it'll be there waiting on you.
No, you just walk in and go.
What? Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, those places are fucking the best. We got the one here we have is for seafood, and it's called the Shrimp Dock. And they just got one dick that gets in the truck and drives to Myrtle Beach every morning and back to bring in fresh produce to Knoxville. And that's, they got shark and shit. Sometimes they got whole octopuses and stuff. But it's just this one mid-30s dick doing the whole thing. Cool.
Nice.
Kenny wants
Sounds
some
good.
meat.
Yeah, with meat sweats.
That's
Yeah,
what you
I'm
go to.
smoking ribs Monday, so
What do you say, dude?
you know. I said I was
Say
smoking ribs Monday, so I gotta get some ribs tonight. I want to do 6 racks, but I'm getting 3 right now, just because I want to make sure I have at least 3. So
Didn't you just move recently?
yeah, I'm out in the valley now. It's bullshit.
You don't like it out there or what?
Huh?
Do you like it or not like it?
I like it okay, but it's like it's kind of like it's long. It's like a grid, long straight streets,
Mhm.
and I'm just waiting for somebody. Like within 2 months of moving here, I got in that wreck on my 1290. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah, it's just like people just go in front of you, and you're like, oh, sweet, go fuck yourself. So you know.
I don't like Western traffic at all. There's you hit the Mason-Dixon line and like everything changes. I do think that east of the Mason-Dixon line is the shittier way of traffic, but it doesn't matter. Whichever one you get used to, that's yours. And the other one can suck a dick. It's like you get out there. It's like fucking weird.
Well, here, luckily, we can split lanes. So, like, I mean, I got coworkers that live like within a mile of me that take 2 hours to get to work, and I'm like, 30 minutes. But it comes at a cost. It's dangerous,
Yeah. Yeah, I almost got a ticket today. I was fucking going to Kenny's house.
Really?
I was going to Kenny's house, and there's a long street called Telegraph Canyon, and it's like there's like a mile between each stoplight or whatever. And
Oh yeah, so it's like what do you call it? Palm Springs, where it's like literally 1 mile per light.
yeah,
It's same in Vegas, man. Stop, go, stop, go, stop, go.
So there's like no traffic because I left work early, so I put the little throttle lock on at like 60, and then I was just chilling, like not holding the bars, and just because it's just whatever. And then out of nowhere, I didn't know where he came from. An SUV cop pulls up right next to me, Oh shit, it's loud. Yeah, he pulls up next to me and he gets on the speaker and he goes, "Slow down and hold the handlebars." I was like, "Oh, yes sir, yes sir." Scared the shit out of me though. Like,
only time there's like two things I see when I see cops. I see cops in the cars, and I'm blowing by them because they're stuck in traffic, and I see cops on the bikes, and I duck in behind them and I follow them because
Yeah,
they rip through traffic like crazy, man.
some of them do. Some of them.
Well, there's one dude. There's one highway patrol I run into who does like 10 miles an hour, but literally through every car he's like looking left and right, and all he's looking for is people on their cell phones.
Yeah, that's
and as
cool.
soon as he sees somebody, he pulls them over, and I'm like, fucking yes, dude. Like, fuck that person.
Malcolm was doing that once where he got behind the cop and was following the cop, and then the cop pulled him over for speeding because he was keeping pace with the cop, and he gave him a ticket.
Fuck that. I'd be like, I would be. Here's what you do. You're super nice. Be super nice. You're like, yes sir, yes ma'am, whatever, right? Yes sir, yes ma'am, and then go to court. Oh,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I dropped my phone. So go to court because hold on, my earbuds are out. I got raped. I didn't get raped. I'm kidding. Go to court because if you're super nice, they won't go to court. But if you're a dick, they're like, oh, fuck this guy. I'm going to court. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He was cool. And then I slowed down and then he passed me and then he got stuck at the stoplight, and as I drove past him, he put his hand out the window and he was just going like this, shaking his finger at me like, no. And I was like, God,
so he was in a car.
Yeah, he was in an SUV.
Yeah.
And I was like, yep, got it. No worries.
That exploder probably, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So you check this shit out. Fucking Smart and Final fucking extra. Oh no. Extra. Got extra food and shit. Oh my god.
Is it like their version of the Super Walmart? But
no, it's not. It's literally like a cross between a regular ass grocery store and a box store. So they have large portions of shit that you would normally get
like Costco size
at a box store. Yeah, like toilet paper or whatever.
Yeah.
You get like one tampon or
or
50.
like a normal ass produce department. Like, oh, look, corn and shit and fucking whatever.
Walk in. I need a pallet of tampons.
yeah, say I need a pallet of tampons. Let's see if we can get this done. I mean, don't I know you're not going to buy. I know you're not going to buy 5 groceries.
We're gonna lose him inside the store.
Sausages, turkey, shit.
Yeah, we lose
Tampons.
him.
Yeah.
And tampons
Yeah.
and some tampons. Nope, they took him. See, it's a fucking evil
They got him.
organization. They got him.
He's got him. He's being anal probed right now.
Yup. They're like, yeah, we got a pallet of Kevin in the backs. We're one shy, bitch. You're ours.
Moto Marvelous. I don't know. I don't ever plan them. I always just get surprised. I just get to suffer. Pig feet. Ugh.
Did I hear right that Sam's Club ending?
What?
I haven't heard that.
I'm headed there in the morning.
That would suck.
Sam's Club is owned by Walmart. They can't be going out of business.
Maybe they just changing the name.
Somebody look it up.
Oh yeah.
Sam's Club auctions are closing.
The what?
You guys look-
Yeah, apparently they have an auction site.
I didn't even know that, so that doesn't affect me.
Who's being all robot-y?
Kevin in the back, he thinks we can still hear him.
Yeah, he's being anal probed by some kind of box store.
He's getting probed in the box store.
In the produce aisle, so, Don't buy that bag of carrots.
Oh, the cucumbers.
I'll eat one for $50 though.
Why does this cucumber smell weird?
That's how pickles are.
No,
made.
Sam's Club is owned by Walmart for sure.
Oh yeah,
Pickled pig feet.
always has been. Sam Walton,
What did I miss about pickled pig feet?
Walmart, Sam's Club.
For the next food challenge.
No.
Spicy
Sam
wings.
Dead
That's what I told him.
No,
Did.
man, I can't do fucking spicy food like that. I'll fucking die.
What?
Die.
Yeah, not all Hispanics.
Okay.
Not all Hispanics can swallow fucking spicy food. Just like not all Scandinavians like rotten fish. It's just a thing that they have.
Yeah, well, not all Irishes are drunks, but hey.
Right. Exactly.
Do it for the views. That's one of the challenges that you get to suffer quietly alone afterwards.
Right. Like
Be like, babe, bring the ice. Bring the ice.
I'm burning.
Bring me a bag of peas.
Bring me a bag of
I mean, find me fucking 10 Anglo-Saxon Americans that say that hot dogs are good for you and they'll eat them every day. It's not gonna find it. Just because it's an American food doesn't mean it's fucking good.
gummy bears.
Hot
Oh
dogs are
man,
good for you?
you'd be shitting.
So all right, so hot dogs, right? I go to like this, I go like food jags, but I don't eat hot dogs like forever, and then I'll have one, and I'm like, oh my god, this is like the most amazing thing ever.
Sometimes
I'll
it
eat
is
hot
really
dogs every day.
But after
go-
about like 3, it's like, okay, this is just wrong.
You gotta go to Costco, get their hot dog. It's like what, $3, and you get a soda with it.
The Nathan's.
I don't know, but they're good.
The sody pop. I mean, Nathan's are good, man. The ones natural. It doesn't matter what brand it is, as long as they are natural intestine hot dogs, Frank's, and so you have that snap after they fucking tighten up on the grill.
Mm-hmm.
I took my daughter when she was like 3 or 4. We went to Coney Island, and her first hot dog was a Nathan's. I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, dude. The long wieners,
Yeah, that long wiener.
long snappy wieners. Coney's, dude. Coney's with Nathan's. But again,
What
it's not something.
Anglo-Saxon mean? What the?
I don't even know what a gummy bear challenge is. All I know is that sounds like a lot of shitting.
Saxon like.
No one understands you, bro. No one understands you.
Sounds like you're trying to talk and lick a window at the same time.
He's dude. Kevin in the back's fucking reptilian shape shifting. That's that's what those grocery stores are. They're actually centers for reptilian people, and when they get close to it, they start to shape shift, and they can't control the sound of their own voice.
Autotune voice.
Auto-tune.
Sound like Britney Spears.
It's like a mix between a grocery store and a bookstore.
That's funny. Someone order pizza?
Where's my pizza?
What the hell is it? Gummy bear?
Ain't no Ubers around here.
And the brain got to poop.
And the brain gotta poop.
The fucking brain.
Brain on some other shit. That's such a good song.
How the hell do you write a song like that? Like,
Don't worry about it, Morty.
Hold on. I gotta see if someone ordered pizza because my dog's about to go crazy if they did. Hold on. I'll be right back.
all right. Oh shit. Sorry, I'm a little quiet.
The dog's gonna go crazy if somebody ordered pizza.
Yeah, the dogs are crazy. People at the door.
I get it now.
Yeah, my dog does that too. Like, she used to be like really good about like, all right, so if somebody's at the door, I'm gonna bark. Right? So you know somebody's there. Now she just goes crazy over nothing. Like, she thinks there's somebody there, and there's not.
She's old and cranky.
She is old. Yeah, I'd say more slow than cranky.
Yeah, I hate that. It's like the crossover over most dogs. I would think it's around 10 years old, right? Like they cross over the 10-year-old mark, and they just start being senile,
losing
and
it.
everything.
It's
It's cool before that because it's like, oh shit, there is something out there, and they hear it. You can't hear it or smell it, and they do. So it's like a nice little alarm. But after 10, they just get ornery, like, get off my lawn! And you're thinking you're getting robbed every 10 minutes.
and there's nothing there. It's a fucking lawn gnome.
Yep. They hear a grasshopper.
I need to pee on that lawn, no.
Yeah.
Like now she's gotten so bad she barks at us when we come in the door. Mostly me. It's mostly me. Like you see me, like you heard me show up, you know, like
Might be going blind, dude.
and then you see me come in, but yet you still want to bark. And then she'll like, I'm like, shut up, Sandy. And then she'll like shut up for a second, and all of it, and you just go, like, shut the fuck up.
I kind of
It's
miss
me.
that, but I know what comes with it that I don't miss. And, I mean, first of all, the beginning of the life, getting acquainted with the said animal, and no matter what it is, you know, you have to learn how to deal with the hair and learn how to clean it up, learn how to fucking cover up their scent because every fucking different breed and individual animal is different. And then at the end of its life, you have to deal with its incontinence, its fucking craziness, like what we're talking about now, and then eventually its demise.
Oh.
That's so hard, dude.
You know, I like our dog, but I'm just not super attached. I have a cat as well. Like my wife has a dog and I have the cat. I'm super attached to the cat. She's really attached to the dog. So Sandy's a good dog. I'm just not a dog person.
I've been forced to have cats lately. I like this cat. It's weird because I guess first of all it was bias influence for me in 187. He's like, Mancoons are the shit, man. Mancoons for days. Okay, all right. Well, I got forced into one, and this cat's pretty fun. They're pretty
dope.
They like roar and shit. It's kind of funny.
Enormous, and their bone structure is like a fucking real fucking cat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's as big as a bobcat. It's just like fancy bobcat, but still.
Yeah,
I mean,
are they real? Are they real?
Yep.
I think he's having a seizure.
Sounded like it.
Goddamn box store.
You got to hold the little thing on your neck, Kevin.
I didn't pay my bill, bro. I didn't pay my bill.
I don't know, man. I've been around bobcats. I've been around Mancoons. I think
I've got a Savannah, and he's 17 pounds, and he's mean as fuck.
You got a
A
fucking
Savannah cat?
you got an F3.
A Savannah, yeah.
Like they're big, like tiger looking things?
It's
Yeah,
a
he's
mix
next to.
between a
He's,
serval and a
leopard?
mouse cat.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's baller.
He's like 17 pounds, which is like about an average cat plus a few pounds.
That's
But
a
he's
I didn't
much
know you had
longer.
Savannah. That's cool. You guys, the Savannah is what you do. Like if you don't want to get a USDA license and go straight serval or bobcat or ocelot or whatever like that, they can go F1 and F2 breeders and then produce an F3 animal crossbreed that's legal for you to own. So a Savannah cat is an F3 crossbreed of a serval, an African wild cat. They're pretty cool. But your
Yeah,
fetal
so I bought him from a breeder, and here's the thing: is that so when they breed them, because technically an F1 is the son of a wild cat and a domestic, but that still have wild blood. So
Yeah.
the breeder that I bought him from, it's 100% serval with a 30% serval. So domestic 70%, 30%. Which is a very high.
No hamburgers.
They're trying to make.
Oh man.
I'll be back. I'll be back. Back, Rivers.
I'll be back.
You know, I want a munchkin cat.
Oh my god.
I want no fucking cats.
Cats are awesome when they're mean. If they're not mean, they're no fun.
That's not
Well,
true.
that's the thing, man. Anything crossbred. I mean, Kevin would disagree. with me
No munchkin cat. No munchkin cat.
Munchkin cats are awesome, man. What are you talking about? They're like the cutest
No,
things ever.
no,
Why?
because you're breeding a recessive gene. You're picking a recessive gene which destroys cats.
I'm not trying to like make a new breed of cat. I just want a cat that's gonna be fun to like hang out with, and his little short legs running around and trying to jump on shit.
Kenny wants to put it in his purse when he goes places.
Yeah.
You're breeding a midget. You're breeding a midget cat.
Yeah, I know.
You're breeding a midget cat.
I'm not breeding a midget cat.
That's not okay. If you buy a midget cat, you are giving money to people who are genetically altering
like being called midgets.
cats to have a recessive gene. Yeah. No, because it's like oh, B-man,
they prefer small cats.
It's like
I wish my son was a midget. No, you don't.
Saying,
okay, you don't.
Let's breed Backroad with Do It With Dan and get a really small looking idiot. Crawl around on the carpet. That's not cool.
I don't know too much about like animal breeding or whatever, but I think they're adorable. I don't have a problem with it.
Okay,
it's not like I'm trying to keep this cat forever. I know cats.
So so it's like Snowcat, right?
Costumes on them.
Snowcat. So it would be like choosing that. Who's the dude who does the sloth of Snowcat?
Oh yeah.
So it'd be like, oh yeah, Snowcat's cool, but I prefer the sloth version. So I'm gonna buy the sloth version. And,
the sloth version is that's what I buy the sloth version. Yeah, I mean,
instead of having some actually converse with, now you have a fucking retard whose eyes are at their ears, and now you have 100,000 of those retards. What?
Cats are retarded anyway. They like whip their ass and chase their tails and sleep all day.
If you buy a Munchkin cat, you are giving people money to breed a recessive gene into the domestic cat lifestyle. So all of a sudden now you have 100,000 Munchkin cats. They're midgets. They're midgets. It's a bad gene. It's a bad gene.
Dude,
it's a bad gene.
We need a button on YouTube that we can mix vloggers together, because you're like, okay, I really like watching Ghost, or I really like watching Red, but what if we could just press a button and mix them two together, and we'll have Ghost, Red, and it's like the best parts of both vlogs.
We could use in this bitch. I'm just saying, I haven't seen Red Bomb in a while.
Same thing. Like I don't want to watch. I don't want to look at Mothman Instagrams. I want to look at Instagrams mixed with Mothman and Dan Bazarian. So then you mix them.
So do I.
Mothman's like, I want to
see the bitches at Dan Bazarian.
I want to see the whole train.
I want to see super billionaire memes. That's what I'm looking for.
I want to see Dan Bazarian's body. That's what I want to see.
It's ridiculous.
What?
He bought a new house. It's fucking crazy. He's gonna build a paintball park in his house.
Dude, they said on H3H3 tonight they estimated $240-something million a day he's making right now at this point. $240 million something a day.
From what? From social media or from his weed company?
Just everything all put together, man.
That's insane.
Yeah, Forbes. Like Forbes is the one that busted it down, and then got H3's attention, and then H3 started busting down Forbes's numbers, and it came to crazy amounts, like $100,000 a minute.
That's so crazy.
Over what? What exactly does this guy do?
So
He's a capitalist.
He made most of his money playing poker, being a professional poker player.
We're still talking about Dan Bilzerian?
Yeah.
Dude's awesome. That's what
he made most of his. So he failed out of not failed, but they didn't like his attitude, and they kicked him out of SEAL. He went through the SEAL training twice or 3 times.
Yeah, correct.
I think it's 3 times, and then they rolled him out the last time because they didn't like his attitude. But then he went and started playing poker, and he made fucking $1 gazillion winning poker tournaments. And
his
then
dad was rich too. He had a good head start.
He wasn't ripped forever, dude. He used to be a little fucking wiener joke, and he just like so tired of everybody calling him a little wiener joke, and there he is now. Got sick of it.
He's a rich wiener joke.
Yeah, like Ghost was saying, he went through fucking SEAL training so many times and like failed out, and then he got it. And by the time he got it, he just had such a bad attitude because they failed him so many times they kicked him out. And then you just got this badass that doesn't give a fuck about anything.
He has a story he was telling about how he had a heart attack from all the coke he was doing and shit, partying with strippers and stuff. So I was like, God damn.
Everybody wants to be Dan Bilzerian.
I don't know. I don't think I could handle that lifestyle. I'm like I followed him on Instagram for a while, and I've seen some of his other stuff. Yeah, I don't know if I could handle it. I'd like to think I could, but I'd probably be dead within a year.
I would fall out of it right away because like once I got there, I'd be like, okay, done it. What's next? And then like turn into Elon Musk and start spending money on some guy to make a pair of sunglasses to see the foot bones or something.
Extra glasses, dude.
Something ridiculous. Let's send a car to space like Musk did. He's like, fuck it, let's just do this.
Let's see what kind of ridiculous shit we can spend money on.
Well, Bilzerian's kind of doing that. He started his own strain of weed.
Yeah.
Well, that's not so bad.
He started his own weed company.
Yep.
No, good for. I think that's legit.
That's a good investment right there, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
The problem that, like, my dad and I sat down and thought about that, what would happen when you become super rich, and the problem there, big time, is that you have no choice but to turn cold at one point, because if you kept everybody, I'm pretty sure everybody in the panel right now, most in the side chat, I'm sure, want to help. You want to help people.
Oh yeah, helping people is good.
You know, we want to spread, pass it along, spread it, pay it forward, blah blah blah. You don't get rich that way. So once you get so much money, you have to stop doing that, stop paying attention to that, or your growth will stop, and you won't be rich. Because the more rich you are, the happier you are, the more you want to spend, the more you want to share. And you won't. Your wealth will stop growing. So you have to, at some point, you have to stop being nice, which is a terrible thing. Nope. And that's how they're still growing. They're not fucking growing by saying, "Oh yeah, I'm going to build a fucking housing development." No. They're fucking snorting coke off tits and shit.
So they're helping themselves and not helping anybody else.
Right.
Yeah. Well, there's nothing wrong with snorting coke off of titties. I don't see anything wrong with that.
Right, and that's what happens. Like a lot of the,
you are helping somebody. I mean, you're helping. I mean, somebody's helping.
Put it this way: I know a lot of rich assholes, and they are my good friends, and I'm poor. There you go.
I'm rich on life.
They can't help you. They can't. You know what? Or they won't be rich. Can't help everybody. If it was that way, I would be rich too. They'd be like, here's a fucking villa in France or something. But no.
Want a new bike. That's all I want.
I think that's all any of us really wants.
I want Tim Crates' his garage. A stable of bikes.
I want a Batmobile.
But you know what you could do?
But like the old school Batmobile.
No, I want the Tumbler.
I tell you, here's a quick get rich quick scheme, boys. Go sign up for a third-party YouTube network, and you'll have it made in no time.
But Backroad told me not to.
Yeah.
Hey, do as I do, not as I say. Do as I do, say as I do.
But they don't speak English correctly. They don't speak in a good English.
English, motherfucker.
Every one of those emails is like that too, man. They're like, oh, I'll just fucking, I'll send him my shit saying that I'm an American citizen. I'll just use the Google Translate, and we'll totally pass it off. It'll totally fucking work.
What, Google
We'd
Translate?
like you to sign into our YouTube Certify network. -S.
What's this YouTube beta thing?
What?
YouTube's doing a lot of beta work right now, or beta development.
Oh, this is way different.
If you got a
beta,
yeah,
invite to something.
yeah, the analytics in the studio beta are the shit. They're way better than the old analytics.
crazy.
Yeah, if you got beta anything right now, take advantage of it and play with it. On Google or YouTube, that is. they're working on something right now that they let H3 play with. I think he's still playing with it. Is like a supposed possible answer to our yellow flag monetization yellow flag problems. Instead of letting the bot go through it, they're sending him a checklist, and then he checks off honestly what's in and is not in each of the videos, and then it'll decide if it's a yellow flag or not.
Also, they're toying with arranging your subscription feed for you.
We were talking about that earlier. Fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Bad.
It's like, why don't you just give me a way to arrange my subscriptions myself without you, instead of trying to do it for me?
Yeah, you're like, I know what I want to watch.
Exactly.
You don't want to watch Backroad videos.
Yeah, that Backroad guy's videos, man. I don't know.
It's legitness.
Yeah.
I want a GhostNinja garage series.
Yeah.
Well, now that he's got a garage, he can...
Breaking shit. How to break shit.
Breaking shit.
That's what it's going to be called. How to break shit.
Next thing you know,
there you go. YouTube Gold.
I'll do a build series. It's going to be called the anti-build.
It's going to be all him taking it apart
and never being able to put
it back together.
You know, the first video's got to be how to change the oil, man. You just like take the oil plug out and you hook up a water hose to the top end and just like open it up. Flush it out. How to do a good engine flush.
Oh my god, that would be hilarious.
Just watch the white milk be like frothing out the bottom and shit. It's like, you want to wait till that white milk turns clear.
Every once in a while, you got to clean out that gas tank. Run it through the engine with some hot water. I heard sand works to get all the grit out too. Smooths everything out.
Oh my
god! You got sand in some places.
Yeah, you put some sand in your gas tank, and then it like cleans the engine. You know.
The water hose bit would be great for ethanol gasoline too. Get the gel out of your gas tank with, how to get the gel out of your gas tank. Just fucking spray it. Spray that shit out until it starts coming out the same hole, splattering out the gas tank. You can see the rainbow of colors of oil in the air from the mist.
Did I tell you about the time I accidentally put diesel in my bike?
Oh no!
Oh, shit.
All right, so me and my buddy, we had watch on the ship we worked on, and we up all night long, and we finally get off of work at like 8 o'clock in the morning, and we were gonna ride home, but we need gas, so we stop at a gas station, and for some reason we pulled up to the diesel pump, and he fills his entire tank with diesel, and I get about a half of gallon in because I wasn't empty, but I was like, oh, I'll fill up. Just top it off so we can go ride later. And he fills this entire bike up with diesel, and I put like a half gallon, and I'm like, oh shit, tell me you didn't fill your whole thing up. And yeah, sure enough, he did. So he hadn't started it yet, but we went into the gas station, borrowed some tools, took his tank off, we made like a small hole behind the gas station, dumped the diesel into the hole, you buried it, and then like kept flushing it with like fresh gas. And
that had to be expensive. I guess it's cheaper than fucking up your engine.
Yeah. So after,
wait, were you flushing it, or were you just like pouring a little in, rinsing it out?
Just pouring a little bit of it in, kind of rinsing the diesel out, and then
that worked.
Yeah, and then after doing that once or twice, it was fine. We filled it up, and he was good. And then mine, I just kept diluting it. Like after I ride like maybe like a quarter of a mile, I'd go to gas station, fill it up again, and just kept diluting it, and it was fine. I never had any issue. But that was the one and only time I ever did that.
That's funny though.
That's what happens when you stay up for a couple of days and you end up putting diesel in your motorcycle.
Well, or you're the homeless guy that goes back there and sits on the little hole you dug and lights catches
burns his ass.
Yeah.
On that,
I'm gonna shit in this hole in the ground.
On that Suzuki 650 I had, I checked the oil. I took the fucking oil plug off, look and see how much oil I burned that week, and I put the oil plug back down on top of the oil tank, and then I proceeded to take a bottle of Windex and clean off that side of the engine. And it took me like 8 or 9 sprays before I realized like I was cleaning the oil case with the oil plug out, and it was just spraying Windex just right down into the fucking engine. I don't know how much I got down in there. I didn't care though. It was such a shit bike. I just like put it back on there, and I didn't notice a difference. No clue how much fucking ammonia I got in the oil. It had to do something, but I didn't give a fuck. I still sold it. That shit was funny, man. I sold that bike to a gangbanger. Like this guy showed up in a Dodge Charger. These two big ass Mexicans got out with these big ass silver teeth and shit, and like leather cuts on and shit, with this little Mexican guy with little silver teeth and a little leather cut.
Baby Joker.
Yeah, and they go, this motherfucker he can't ride a Harley until he's not prospecting. So he's prospecting now. So he's forced to ride a stupid bike like yours. You say 1,500? I was like, yeah, 1,500. He's like, okay, man, thanks. You had a good day. And the guy rode up on my bike. This fucking boss man with big silver chompers looking like a James Bond villain behind him. Like a $30,000 Charger. It's a good time. And I didn't get any of that on film because it all happened so fast. I was like, just give me $1,500, get out of here. Forget about where I live. So there you go. Now you know. And backwoods, side street, Hispanic biker gangs, they force their prospects to ride savages.
That's why you don't join a biker gang / club.
Oh, they were totally, man.
They might make you ride a scooter.
Yeah, it was. I'm like, oh crap, because like the look in this guy's eye, I could relate to. So like, I was on like a level with that guy. The guy was buying my bike, but the guys that were paying for the bike for him, I wouldn't want to have anything to do with them. You know, it's like they got their money in weird ways. They had a lot of it, and there's a little bit too much power for the type of people they were. I did not want them to even know. I was like, okay, get out of here. I just didn't like them knowing my address, knowing that I actually texted to them too.
Last weekend, I went to hang out with Sub D, and I was headed to his house, and fucking, I'm on the freeway. I'm probably going like 80 miles an hour, and the freeway's pretty open. Like there's not a lot of traffic, and out of nowhere, this fucking bike flies right past me. I can almost literally feel like him hit my leg. This is where I'm saying the freeway was open. Like there was no fucking point. There's no reason that he should have done that. Like there was so much space, and I was doing like I said, like 80, 90. I was up there, and I was about to flip him off, and then I realized, oh no, that's a pack of Mongols. I'm not flipping them off. I was like, nope, I'm just gonna keep my hand right where it is, and I'm not gonna say anything. You continue, carry on.
Derek gets it all the time, and he doesn't never talk about it. You just see it if you watch his vlogs close enough, or like just say go back on a binge, go back on a Derek binge for the past like 2 years, and like skip every other video. You'll see quite a few patches that just fly by his ass while he's lane splitting. These guys will lane split in between the same fucking cars that Derek in between, and just passing in by fucking 30, 40 mile an hour.
I probably live like 15 minutes away from him. So there's a lot of Mongols, and then what's the other one? The Vargos or something like that. Vagos or something. They're out here. There's a lot of them.
Well, there's the main ones, I guess. It's a fucking beat subject and silly, but what's not silly about it is that it's real. That's what's so fucked about it, is that it's actually real.
Yeah, legit.
Man. On this side of the country, like I'm in outlaw territory. So, and from mid Florida, I don't know what's going on in South Florida. Maybe that's the outlaws down there too. I don't know. But like from Tampa to Washington D.C., that's outlaw territory. And there's some Hell's Angels mixed in between there and everything. But then they got to be they're not fucking friendly. And then like you start going west, then you got Hell's Angels territory starts like right around Louisiana or so into Texas, and then they got a bunch in California too. But then you got Mongol shit all out in California and South Texas, and then there's just a bunch of them. There's not a bunch, but It's not like the fucking third-party YouTube networks. But
Well, it's like it's Mongols, and there's a lot of Hell's Angels out here.
yeah,
it's
Hell's Angels
interesting.
is always going to be the big one.
It's interesting because when we go to STMM, the month before, I think it's in was it July? I don't know, like July-ish time frame. They do their patching in at Palm Springs.
Really?
Yep, that's where they do all their for California. They go do their patches, patching people in.
That must be why fucking what the fuck? What's the name of the hotel? Jesus Christ, that we go to.
Desert Lodge.
That must be why the Desert Lodge has no problem with it, because they must fucking think that we're some kind of like some weird biker fuck. Well, we are, I guess, but they must think we're outlaw. It's funny.
We're not outlaws. We're just super friendly.
We're just a bunch of drunks.
I mean, it's easy to tell. It's easy to not tell them that we're not outlaw. You know, it's easy to just leave that information out.
According to the San Diego PD, we are outlaws.
We're gang.
This is true. I wish it wasn't fun. I wish it was a joke.
Nope. You're a gang, Ghost.
What are they saying now? Is there if you ride in groups or something, you're outlaw? What? Talking about?
The Black Widows.
Oh, there's a fucking club coming through, or what? I'm oblivious.
No, from our LA to SD event, they call us a gang.
Really?
Yeah.
God.
Pretty ridiculous. I'm still, dude, everywhere. Like, I've run into people all the time that talk about that event, and they're just like, dude, that shit was crazy.
They're all crazy when you think about it, man. Like, all right, take yourself away from the biker life. Take your mind out of your body, and then just like imagine your mind going above your whole life about 1,000 feet and watching it. That's crazy. Like a meetup, like fucking SCMM, even fucking the little ones that people do out here next to the dragon and shit. It's like, whoa. Like John D Public or whatever the fucking term is, looks at it and is like, holy shit, mama, look at that. That's some holy shit, there's 200 damn motorcycle biker gang members.
It is definitely a sight to behold when you see that many bikes rolling down. So
it's nothing but trouble.
Yeah.
Look at those damn bikers.
Troublemakers.
A bunch of troublemakers.
Somebody's catching crabs tonight.
Oh man.
Dinner served.
I need another beer.
I'm only on my second one.
Oh man, I wish I would have got more. For some reason, I thought 3 tall cans were going to be enough.
Never enough.
It's never enough.
Time to start drinking wine.
Yeah, I got plenty of that. All right, be right back.
I need to do some riding, like just to go ride, but I'm trying to like preserve my bike as long as possible at this point.
Gay.
So yeah, I know.
I was fucking with you.
I've been stuck in the house so much, man, not being able to ride lately the past 3 or 4 weeks. I walk up to my bike. I'll start it, of course, but for no reason. It's fucking fuel injected and brand new, but I'll still like grab the brake, lean it over, move it back 3 inches, thinking I'm going to prevent flat spots. I'm so nervous. It's like, flat spots? I need to ride. That's how bad I need to ride. I'm worried about flat spots.
Has the weather been bad, or is it just
No, it's just stupid paranoia. It's just like if I'm not riding at least everything.
No. I mean, I'm saying, is there a reason you haven't been riding? Has it just been busy, or?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm working on this funeral in Florida and everything, and then we've had more deaths in the family, so other people have had to deal with that. So then I've been playing. I've been being dad more than usual. So I got to go down to Tampa. I got to go down to Tampa, bury my mom's ashes, and then come back on the 4th. And then after that, it should be all right and smooth for a minute.
You gonna go visit Shade Tree while you're down there?
I'll be an hour away from him. That's kind of up to him. I'll be burying my mother. If he can't get on a bike and come over and see me, then that's okay. because it's it's Saturday. Probably won't see him. No,
Does he know you're going down there?
he's a bartender. Yeah, he knows where I'm going to be and when and everything. But the times where I'm there is like prime.
He's going to be working. Yeah.
Prime
Well,
bartender.
I think they had a motovlogger die down there just this week too. I think big plans for that this weekend.
Chief J died.
Yeah.
He was a good kid. He was in. I did a spoof video a year or two ago, and everybody was fighting like in all these different motovlogger channels. They all hated each other, and they were just doing like diss vlogs on each other. And I did this. Let's all just forget about the drama and dance shit. So I threw out this email to everybody. I was like, hey man, if you want to just take a
I remember that video.
Dancing and stuff, that'd be great, and we'll see if we can make everybody giggle and forget about the bullshit. And Chief J did a good one right behind the shame, and I'd never forget that. And I forgot about it until they said the other day that he had passed away.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. It's a shame.
Yeah, him and his girl.
Yep. Yep. It's definitely a sad situation. I don't think I've ever talked to him or met him, but still, you see it and you're like, oh man, that sucks. He was young.
It's crazy. The older we get, dude, it's like the older we get, every year more people die, and it becomes like more and more numb to it. And then you're like, oh shit, your brother died, your dad died, your daughter died, and then all of a sudden, your fucking closest friend or brother dies, and what the fuck is happening here?
Yeah.
And it doesn't stop. So there's like a weird age to where it's, I don't know, people just start fucking killing off left and right.
Pretty much.
Do you get numb to it? I'm numb to it now. I mean, it's terrible to say, but when somebody my wife's fucking grandfather died the other day, like one of the last patriarchs to go and matriarchs to go, and I was like, huh? Yeah. I mean, it's not funny, but it is. It's just like, fuck, dude. How much death do you throw at me? What do you want me to do? Just cry myself to fucking sleep forever? Jeez.
Yeah.
Ride. Have fun.
It's definitely a shitty situation. But yeah, I think you're right. You kind of start getting numb to it.
I mean, your nephew, when that happened, I was like, holy shit, this is weird. This shouldn't be happening. I mean, and then my best friend killed himself. I was like, what? Wait a second.
Yeah.
That's a little weird coincidence. And then somebody else fucking falls. Neil has a friend slip and fall in the shower, and his back plugged the drain, and he drowned, drunk.
Oh my God.
And it just kept going. It kept coming, man. And it's not stopped. Jay just died in a car accident. So what's next? Who's next, right? You're gonna worry about that. Can't do it. You have to be like, fuck it. Yeah, we're gonna die. I'm probably next. Who fucking cares?
It's interesting because I worry about it. I think I talked about it. It's one of those things where like you worry about it when you're not riding, and I've thought like the amount of miles I put down, especially now, like, and then I've become a little bit. I won't lie. I've become a bit more reckless riding. When I'm riding 106 miles one way, I just want to get to work. I hit traffic. I do find that I'm like, sometimes I'm kind of reckless, just fucking lane splitting at like 90 miles an hour, 100 miles an hour. And while I'm doing it, I'm thinking to myself, man, if just one car fucking pulls out in front of me, I'm fucked. Yeah. But I don't stop. I keep going like an idiot.
It could even be less than that, dude. It can be your error too.
Yeah.
You look up at a bird and then lean back down and put all your weight on your right arm.
Yeah.
Without thinking, or something like stupid, at 70 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Or you have a wobble. It's not even your fault, right?
Yeah.
Fucking
look at fucking how close Hamimoto was, man. That was.
Oh God. He could have been in an easy 4 pieces.
That dude was fucking lucky.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, it's
I think mentality had a lot to do with it too, though, because if he went in, if I think about it, like I was like, no, he just kind of slid back through there. But well, no, when you watch the video, he maneuvered very well. He put his hands down on the ground. He buckled his back pretty good. He made sure that if he slid over onto his back, he also spread out.
Yeah, so he didn't tumble.
He crashed well.
Yeah.
You know? So anybody, you could have died easier than you did, but he did the right things.
I mean, there's been a few times where I've done stupid shit while riding. Like one time I was riding in the canyons and I had my wife and I took a turn too wide, and in the middle of a turn I ended up on the other lane, and then I went back into my lane. But I was like, holy fuck! If a car was coming, we'd be dead. Like I need to slow down. And that's one of the reasons I don't necessarily like taking my passengers when I go riding anymore. It's just it's a big responsibility.
Dude, dude. And like, especially when you don't trust yourself. You're like, dude, I don't trust myself. Sometimes I'll make a mistake. I don't want to fucking have somebody. Baby strap. He got a baby strapped to his back.
I took my son up Big Bear Mountain. But I mean, I was like, I was like, all right, I'm gonna fucking just ride slow, and not try to speed, and I took my time and shit like that. But even doing that, like, shit can happen.
Sure.
And I think that's the thing. I personally have it's like a devil angel type conflict when I want to take my kids out riding, because I love taking them riding. I have the intercom with them. I can talk to them while we're riding, and hear what they like, what they don't like, what they're enjoying, but at the same time, I'm like, I mean, it's a risk, right?
Yeah.
And then on top of that, they just look at it as like, oh yeah, we're riding, but like, there's a risk, and they don't know about the risk. They don't understand the risk of riding a motorcycle yet. Yeah. And the potential, even if I just slipped on the bike and we hit the ground, and a broken leg, a broken arm, a little road rash, they don't know the risk of that. And you kind of you are kind of putting them in that position to potentially have that happen. But at the same time, you want to expose them. Like, if I'm honest, I don't want my kids to ride motorcycles.
Well, the problem, you expose them right away. Like, just showing them that you have a bike, which is what you have to do if you want to ride one, that's exposing them right away. So then they start getting interested in it, start asking questions and everything. And then, like with myself and Evie, I advance. I get them four-wheelers so they can.
I grew up around bikes. Like, my dad, I think, had like 3 or 4 when I was younger, and he was in some kind of club, and there were always bikes around. But I didn't think I wanted a bike until I was like 23 or 24.
Oh, it's subconscious.
I mean, I think my dad was like surprised. Like, my dad rides, my mother rides, my grandfather rides.
Well, like
it's something I grew up around. I just didn't know I wanted it.
I mean, I as much as I say, like, oh, I'd love to ride with my kid, at the same time, like, I wouldn't want to ride. I wouldn't want him to ride, to be honest, or any of my kids to ride. Like Little Ninja, she wants to ride, like, really bad, and I'm like, I don't want her to ride,
Very hard to find the happy medium that subdues everybody and makes everyone happy in the situation, because it's very hard to find that. Like, right now, for instance, what I was trying to say is that Power Wheels 4-wheelers, that's the subdue. That's the candy in the mouth and makes them shut up for the second. But that's just for now. I catch my mother trying to climb on my bike when I'm not looking.
Yeah.
Climbing up on it. So
it's a scary thought. I mean, to be honest, think about your kid riding, and so we know, as a rider, it's dangerous. And I don't want to make it seem like, oh, it's so dangerous. No, but it's not necessarily that it's dangerous. It's that you have to be competent as a rider, and as a person riding on the streets, you have to have a certain level of competency to understand the rules of the road, to understand the other drivers are stupid, what to look out for, and you're like, well, are they going to be that level, or do they understand that they have to look out for all this shit, when they
Just
ride?
sit your kids down and let them watch Cycle Cruiser videos, and it'll all work itself out.
It actually
just ride straight lines, huh?
It actually takes
go.
a lot of driving, a lot of driving a vehicle that has good blind spots to be able to understand how to ride a motorcycle. Really, I've learned you don't really know what these fucking cagers do and don't see until you have been that cager for a good amount of time.
Yeah, well, that's what I told Glitter Ninja. I was like, I'm not buying you a bike, but I'm not gonna let you buy a bike either until you ride, until you've really mastered driving. You know what I mean? I said, I don't think I mean, unless you grew up riding bikes and you understand how bikes work and you know how they work, that's one thing. You already understand the mechanics, you understand the clutch, you understand the braking, you understand all those little details that you learn. But
it's been a backpack for a couple years.
Yeah, but at the same time, you don't want someone to have to learn both. Have to learn all that stuff and learn the rules of the road at the same time. That's a lot.
Well, she's got her driver's license already, right?
She has a permit. We keep rescheduling her test.
I'm just glad.
She drives the same. Anytime we're going somewhere, I'm like, here's the keys, you're driving.
I'm just glad you're raising her out there, man, because when I finally went and got my license after 3 years of riding, they made me ride to a stop sign and back, and I passed.
Oh, that was it?
That was it. Yeah. So any fucking idiot is allowed to kill themselves here, dude. So I'm glad you're racing her out there. Yeah, it was pretty pathetic.
I won't discourage them from riding. At X1, I wouldn't discourage them from riding. I make sure, my thing is learn how to drive and understand the rules of the road first. And then if you want to ride, I'm not going to say don't ride. And I definitely, of course, I'd ride with them. I would love to ride with my kids, but at the same time, deep down inside, you're like, I don't know.
And kids are going to be kids anyway. Let them get all that childish.
I feel
around.
You're right. Yeah.
I also feel that X. I don't know. I could be wrong in this, but it feels like X. Your statement kind of feels like it's coming from somebody that doesn't have children.
Yeah, I think so.
Because once you have children, things chemically change, and the balances in your brain totally changes, and the worry about your own well-being completely leaves your body, and then you become you start worrying about you become responsible for others.
Even normal shit, even normal stuff as a parent, I worry the fuck about all kinds of stuff that I probably shouldn't worry about. It's probably gonna be fine, but.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Is I mean, I would love it's weird because on one side, I'm like, oh man, that would be awesome to ride with my kid, But at the other side, it's like,
it's hard to explain. Yeah. Okay, so X, you are right. Yeah, it is totally hypocritical and is not fair to you whatsoever. But there's a reason for it, and that reason is your safety. Someone's out there trying to make you live. That's all. That's why they're being dicks. That's it. Yeah. But they are being dicks. You're correct.
Right before, when I was 7 or 8, my dad almost died in a bike crash. I remember my mother taking me to the hospital, and he's laying there with all fucking tubes and shit in his mouth. And I didn't understand the whole situation, but I knew my dad got really hurt on a motorcycle, and he didn't ride again until after I bought my first bike. And that was just so we could ride together and share that experience. But I think growing up knowing that was something that, that was the factor.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't stop me from doing dumb shit, and dumb shit happens. But I don't know.
So I've crashed twice. The first time I crashed, I was still kind of a new rider. I was still learning all this stuff, and I hadn't gone you know, and so like when I crashed, and then I called my wife and I told her, and she freaked out. And I was like, "Why are you freaking out?" You know, and then I get home and my daughter's crying, and you know, I was okay. Kenny,
Huh?
can you make that a little louder, a little bit?
Jesus Christ!
I'm trying to get the beer out of the plastic, man.
So
I'm trying to get the plastic off.
So the first time I crashed, I was okay, obviously, and I was just a little banged up. Nothing like really, like I was fine. But they freaked out like big time. And so then the second time I crashed, which was worse than the first time that I crashed, that was a phone call I didn't want to make. Like I knew, like at that point, I knew, like I know, like I knew they were gonna freak out, and you know that was a shitty fucking. Like at that point, I knew like how they were gonna react, and I was like, God, fuck, I gotta tell them this now. That was kind of hard.
I don't know, man.
I think I know what you're saying there. Like well, maybe not. When I first got this fucking Harley, and I just like dropped it at a stop sign, like on a little itty bitty skid, just like laid it over to the right, got back up. Somebody called me, was like, "Oh, I just wrecked my bike," and that, you know, just that little saying right there, "I wrecked my bike," can imply a lot of things, and people will lose their fucking over nothing.
Yeah, that was. I think that was my, like when I crashed. I was more worried about. I wasn't worried about insurance. I wasn't worried, like, I mean, I was up and walking. I was fine. My knee was fucked up, but I was fine in general. And I was like, fuck, I gotta call my girl. God damn, this is gonna suck. It wasn't like embarrassment. It's just I know how she was gonna react.
Oh.
Well, yeah.
When I crashed the first time, I had to call my ex-wife, and she was in like another state. Yeah, that's a hard thing to tell somebody, like, oh yeah, I crashed, and they automatically think like the worst.
Yeah,
the worst possible thing. And they're like, yeah, it's fine, you know.
Did you guys enjoy it though? Did you enjoy it now? Like after the first time you've either like just thrown a bike down in any way, shape, or form, did it give you a little bit of relief? It did. No?
What do you know?
The whole point is to not fuck it up.
I know, but like there's a point to where like the point to where you first get your very first bike, and to the point to where you lay one down, there's the paranoia of it. And then when you
because it comes back with any new bike you get. So let's say you get a bike and you drop it and you scratch it or you dent it or you do something. At that point you're like, oh, well, the bike's dented, it's over. But then you get a new bike and it's all back again. Oh, I don't want to scratch it. I don't want to drop it. I don't, you know, you get that like,
No, yeah, that never goes away. Like I'm super fucking anal about how my bike looks.
I think we might be talking about the different feeling.
No, if I dropped it, I would have to fix it.
If I fell down.
Like it's gotta look, it's gotta be perfect.
You know, my bike is starting to, I don't want to say it's looking its age. It still looks pretty good for the amount of miles it has, but it's definitely it's definitely like you can tell like it's starting to look well used.
Like it's the road hard. Wait, what?
You've got a Cougar now.
I got a Cougar.
It's not worn out. Just kind of used. You still got a lot of life left in it.
Not used up. It's
not used up. Yeah. Still show you a good time.
It's fucking
you mean like I destroyed that Maserati today, right?
Oh, you destroyed that Maserati? I wasn't ready. Man.
I wasn't ready.
Yeah, that's You wanted her to.
I did, but then
I didn't think she was going to.
Yeah, I didn't think she
pull
was.
your ass up.
And then she fucking took off at the light, and I was like, oh, okay, this is happening.
Like I know what it looks like on camera, and I know what it looks like in my eyes.
On film, it looks like I was gonna catch up. Like I was.
Yeah. In real life, you were standing still.
You you know, when you drive, when you pull, you know, when you pull up to like a nice fucking supercar or a fast car, and then you look at the driver and you're like, oh, they're not gonna want to race. And so I like tried to get her to go, and she wouldn't go. And then we pull up at a stoplight, and like she was kind of behind us, you know. And me and Kenny were talking, and then I wasn't even. We were just talking, and then the light turns green, and she fucking floored it. And I was like, oh, okay, this is happening.
Oh well, we can't all be Dankly Carbajal. Fuck's sakes. I can't.
One time at band camp.
Dankly Carbajal and compete in the Icon Motovlogger Challenge.
Oh god. Oh dude, I was talking to Tony. I was actually talking to him, and he's he showed me like the footage of where he broke his hand and stuff. Like he was showing me the movie footage that when he was over in Colombia, and he was supposed to do a stoppie. Well, what he was trying to do was they had the like it's not a cliff, but it's like a cement thing, and then there's a drop, and he had to basically race to the edge, low slide, the bike flies off of the fucking ledge down like a 15-foot drop, and then he stands back up and to make it look like he's about to jump off of the ledge, and that's where he broke his fucking hand or his thumb. But then he showed me a crash that actually happened. He was supposed to do a stop. A car was like horizontal to him, and he was supposed to do a stoppie. And he tried to do a stoppie, but then there was someone in the way, so he tried to swerve around him, and the front tire went out, and he fucking went over the handlebars, and then the bike landed on top of him, and he slid underneath the car, and he had no helmet and limited gear and stuff like that. He was showing me all that footage. I was like, holy fuck.
Dude, that's cool as hell. He is Buster Keaton. I love Tony Carbajal.
He check this out. He has a choice of the next two movies that he gets to make. One is Guardians of the Galaxy, or
no, that's already been done. So that's probably not.
No, there's a new Guardians of the Galaxy that they're working.
New Guardians of the Galaxy is the name of it.
Yeah, well, I don't know what the name of it, but it's like a new Guardian. Whatever, you get it. There's a new movie, Guardians of the Galaxy, or what's that one with Keanu Reeves? He's an assassin.
Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
John Wick.
John Wick 3.
John Wick would be awesome.
So he's like, right now I get to pick. Right now he gets to pick between either doing the film John Wick 3 or Guardians of the Galaxy. I was like, dude, that's so fucking badass.
That's a tough call, man.
It is. Both of them are like just like one. You work with Keanu Reeves, who seems like a fucking cool ass dude. Maybe you get to fucking ride one of his bikes, or two, you get to work on Guardians of the Galaxy 3 and fucking all those fucking guys.
That would be funny too.
He's got a good agent. It sounds like it's great.
He doesn't have an agent. It's him.
Oh, fuck off.
I'm not kidding. Dude, we talked for like an hour. We were just sitting there fucking shooting this shit for like an hour. It's pretty cool. That dude's so fucking cool. It's funny because like we kind of know him, and we've met him a few times and different events and whatever. So like they had it all closed off, and we were like just inside where it was all closed off, shooting the shit with him, and there was like a crowd around us. It was pretty funny. I was like, huh, this is the in crowd.
Man, there ain't no way fucking Tony's doing all his shit all on his lonesome. There is fucking no way. I've tried this business, not fucking stunt business, but just entertainment and shit like that, handling on your own for fucking ever, and it just doesn't happen. You need some help.
I don't know.
Well, but if you're out here in LA, maybe you don't need an agent to be a stunt.
You don't have no help, dude. He is fucking like he's got like a silo of cocaine. He must have a silo of cocaine.
You gotta have that Harvey Weinstein action.
Yeah.
Harvey Weinstein.
A fucking tank full of money and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
He's doing good, man. That dude's doing good for himself. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
Yeah, him and my girl, and Glitter Ninja, they all get along, and they just talk about birds. She has like her own bird Instagram.
What? Oh, busted.
Birds.
It's weird.
Who's talking about birds?
That does sound weird, dude.
2 girls, 1 cup, or twerk 2.
That does sound fucked, man. Like, I don't know. I envision this like
2
old
girls,
Victorian
1 cup,
house.
or Torque 2, San Diego Nights.
Twerk two, birds.
I'm not gonna lie. You might be better off with 2 girls, 1 cup.
Whatever happened to that video? Like it was
still
all
there.
over the internet for a minute, and then it just disappeared, and
like
I haven't been
every-
able to find it.
It's like
Not
every
that I
other
wanna
meme.
watch it.
We know what Kenny's into.
Hey, no,
Dude,
no,
I wonder if
that's not what I
everybody just
meant.
retracted it.
Hey, Mothman.
Yes,
You know
sir.
what you got? You know what you got to do now.
God.
What's that?
He's into 2 girls, 1 cup. We
He
need
says
it.
he
We need
can't
it.
find 2 girls.
Actually,
I did look a while back, and I couldn't find it.
that was a clip from a movie called Hungry Bitches.
There you go, Kenny.
That was the name of
Really?
the actual video.
Hungry
So,
Oh.
you know,
Oh, yeah, I
for
did. I
your
did not know
fapping
that.
pleasure, you might want to check that out.
For fapping pleasure.
Yeah.
We know how his weekend's going.
Yeah, I'm gonna lock myself. I'll see you guys. See you guys Monday.
Kenny's going to have a bad case of carpal tunnel.
And my hands are gonna be extremely moisturized.
Damn, Kenny, your hands are soft.
Hey, you shut up. Oh
You may want to try that white
You know,
lithium
that's
grease.
the first thing I thought about when I first saw your face, Kenny.
what?
Your hands look soft.
All right. Okay. All right. So a funny story. And you guys are probably gonna laugh.
Moisturize.
You're gonna laugh.
Accessorize.
So like when I go on these trips.
I was wanting to feel them.
Yeah. So when I go on these trips, you know, like first impressions when you're meeting, you know, the command of a unit is pretty important, right? You know, so I'm always like, you know, I try to stay sharp. You know, I look the best I can. And when you go to a different climate, you know, the air is cold. You know, my skin gets dry. I've got special skin, right? My skin gets
Ashy
dry.
Larry.
Yeah, it gets pretty bad. So this one
Kenny with the
particular
cocoa
time,
butter.
this one particular time, I moisturize, I think, a little too well, and I go and I shake this dude's hand, and he like kind of pulls it away, and he looks at me like, "Oh, your hands are soft," and I'm like, "What?" Like in this room full of people,
Beat it like it owes me money.
yeah, it was kind of embarrassing, but at the same time, I had to remember where I was. Like these guys are like hardcore rednecks. Like they were talking about like, oh, you know how you skin a deer, and I'm standing like, nope, I never fucking skinned a deer before.
You have
that's-
your mouth.
Yeah. Yo, man, we go like hog hunting bows and like, nah, bro, I don't do any of that stuff. Sorry.
You have to come back with weird shit to these people around here, man. You're like, oh, my hands look soft, like your butthole smells. Your butthole smells soft.
Yeah.
I smell a soft butthole from a mile away.
I think that's the only time I felt self-conscious about having soft skin. But it's not like, you know, soft skin. I don't want to be ashy. You don't show up someplace fucking ashy.
Smooth as a baby's ass.
Yeah, exactly. You know what?
You got pretty hair.
Yeah.
Not right now.
You shave your arms too. Nope. Cocoa butter. Cocoa butter's a shit. Nobody hate on cocoa butter. Cocoa butter and Jergens.
Cocoa Nutter. What?
Cocoa with cocoa nutter.
I heard chicken grease does wonder.
A Crisco.
I heard it's all about that coconut oil.
Oh, just get your hand full. I can't believe it's not butter.
Gravy.
It's more fun to lick your fingers.
Lift your fingers after.
Oh, what
No.
a lovely tea party.
Man,
I've been like
we're
gathering.
back. I need another beer.
Speaking of cocoa butter and the butter on your fingers and shit, I've been like gathering weird fucking cooking ingredients, like shit that you just wouldn't think of, because like the dudes, a lot of people collect bacon grease, right? You fucking keep your bacon grease so you
How do
can,
you need bacon grease for?
yeah, you lube other shit with it, right? Well, I've been like noticing other byproducts in the cooking industry that you should probably take advantage of, like any fat ever. Like duck fat, dude. You're fucking cooking like a duck breast and shit, and that fucking fat falls off of it. You use that to fucking put on your toast and shit. Some magical shit happens. It's amazing, boys. If your kid pukes, save that shit. You never know what that fucking shit tastes like on toast.
What?
Shit on a shingle.
Duck fat's fucking good. I guess what I was trying to say. I didn't know this.
I like duck. I don't know what duck fat. It doesn't sound good.
It's fucking awesome, man. It's like the fattiest fucking bird on the planet. So, yeah, I mean, basically you take that fat and you whip it up into butter, but you don't have to. You can just use it as grease to grease your pan and stuff. It's fucking amazing. Like grilled cheese with duck fat. Probably sell in New York City for $1,000 a fucking plate. Goddamn Gordon Ramsay jacks off with that shit.
Gordon Ramsay. I haven't had duck in a while. There's a place in San Francisco that I went to like last year when I was there that had this duck that I liked, and they took it off the menu, so I haven't had duck in a while.
You ever have duck sausage?
No.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
Go
dude.
down here and get you some.
Well, fuck.
What happened now?
Duck sausage. Duck some sausage.
I hate all
Why
that.
would I bother ducking your sausage, Mothman? Gladly take it. Stand strong.
Yeah, it's an old Ohio joke. That if you ever had boneless gooseneck,
I fucking hate goose. Like being serious about it. Fuck that shit. Goose tastes like, I don't know, like, you know, if you want to have blood sausage, you have to have, you know, you fucking want to crave that shit. Like, you don't eat blood sausage without, like, wanting to eat it. You're like, oh, I feel like blood sausage would be good today.
What the hell is blood sausage anyway? That I don't know what that is.
Dude,
I've heard of it.
eating goose is like doing that on accident. Who wants to eat blood sausage on accident?
I had some in New York actually.
Blood sausage is coagulated animal blood. It's usually pork. It can be a mix of a few different things. But you coagulate it, you bake it, you steam it a little bit, and then you package it just like you do sausage through intestine.
That sounds
Good.
awful.
Oh,
Well-
South, dude, they do that shit like that.
You mix it with some paprika.
It's tasty.
Sounds like shit. No, I don't think so.
It depends on what you want to eat, dude. Like you ever craved a bratwurst?
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
That's the moment that you would crave a blood sausage. It doesn't taste any much different, dude. A bratwurst and like a really fresh hot dog. They got fucking blood taste, iron, metallic.
No, I don't like that taste.
That's
That sounds like an awful taste.
It's the same fucking flavor
It's
you
a
get.
new millennium, man. Try it.
No.
From a really fucking rare piece of filet mignon. The same thing you get from that, dude. That fucking copper taste.
No. I'll pass.
That's what I tasted, all of it anyway. I was like, animal. That's pretty much, I taste animal. Brain.
Sounds fucking awful. Anyways. Yeah, whatever, just making peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You know, like
There's no copper.
there's no copper.
Yeah, I want something dead.
I want something bloody and tastes like a sack of nickels.
Yeah, it needs to taste like a period. If it doesn't taste like a period, crotch, I'm not eating it right now. You have those days. I want to grill me a period, crotch. Basically, is what your brain is thinking. But you buy a steak to fucking
So meaty.
figure it out.
Wow.
Oh man.
A nice pair of beef curtains.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm good.
I think I'll pass, man. Now are we?
Oh, don't worry. Yes,
You ever
you
eat steak?
Or are we? Yeah.
You think about it, man. Like around 90 degrees, blood acts kind of differently on a plate. And just think about it, that from now on, look at your steak when you cut into it, and that serotonin fucking leaks out onto your plate. It's not serotonin from the fucking steak. Look at it like the same thing, the juices that were on your chin back in the frat house, 1995.
In 1995, I was
Licking the frat house juices up.
13. No, man, that was not happening.
With some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
Waking up with scabs on your chest, being like, "What? What happened to me? What happened?" And you just don't realize it until like 10 years later. You're like, "Oh."
Suppressed memories.
Yeah, that was Annalise's period scabs stuck to my chest area.
She wasn't extra wet.
Damn it. Took 10 years to realize I wore period scabs for 2 days, thinking I was wounded.
That's funny.
They're like, what is that?
He never knew what that string was.
He's like, that's just creme brulee.
Those were the days.
That's awful.
Oh, you've lived the sheltered life.
No, man. It just never happened. I don't know of.
Dude, I miss my 20s.
So hold
I
my
do not.
cigarette. I want to show you something.
Things like that happened often. That certain thing never happened to me, but things like it did.
Come on, Billy. Come on, Billy. Tell us the story.
Oh, you guys got plenty of them you've never revealed, man. I reveal a lot of them. Come on, guys. I know you guys fucked up. Like, woke up next to Hillary Clinton on a ping pong table. Crazy.
I've had some moments, but well, I'd say most of them I'm not too proud of.
The best
Yeah.
ones.
All right, great story. Go.
No.
Come on, tell us the Hillary Clinton story.
Story time with Kenny.
Oh no, this is not story time with Kenny. No, those stay in the salty crew chat. Yeah,
You got a Martha. You have a Martha Stewart story, don't you?
I know. No, I've got nothing. I'm 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th, pleading the fifth.
One time I had a bottle of Mad Dog 2020 and Rosie O'Donnell on Riverbank. And I didn't shit right for a week.
Rosie.
Oh, what was that movie, Batter Santa?
Yeah.
She's like, nah, last time I didn't shit right for a week.
Oh yeah, I remember her.
Screw you, Willie, you kinky ass.
Oh, that was the first one, Bad Santa.
That's such a good movie. That shit's
Yeah,
such a
the
good
first one.
Isn't
movie. I made you a pickle.
The second one, dude, the best fucking scene in any movie, I think, that I've seen ever was in the second Batter Santa, is when he sees his mom. What's her face? And he's like, I'm your mama. Looks right at her face and says, and you can see it in his face, like, you are my mother, and fucking decks her, like fucking blindsides her with a right hook as hard as he can. It's the best thing I've ever seen. What's her real name? Kathy Bates.
Kathy Bates.
Yeah.
Looks up.
Every time I see her,
Bates.
I think she's gonna like break my legs or something. That's all I can remember. Is that movie when she breaks the dude's legs?
Misery.
Misery. Yeah.
That was a fucked up movie.
Stephen King.
Fucking crazy bitch.
That's one of the rare occurrences when a good director turned a piece of Stephen King trash into something good.
How long do you think it'll be before they remake that movie?
They'll fucking remake everything Stephen King sold to whoever the fuck it may be. He fucking, I don't blame him for selling. That's great, but he like at one point in his career, man, he just started fucking writing what people told him to, and selling it back to them, and some fucking ridiculous shit came out of that. Some of his stuff was amazing, man. Like his original books, like Pet Sematary.
Was it wasn't his too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was commissioned work though. It's like, anybody, you get a talented guy that's really good at writing horror, and then you get this really rich guy that says, write about a clown, and you get certain thing. But hey, it sold.
There's nothing wrong. I like it. I like the new it.
No. He did a great job with it. He just didn't. You can tell, like when you read or listen to Stephen King, you can tell the ones that he wanted to write and the ones that he was paid to write. They're all good. There's just a slight difference between them.
Lowered expectations.
Isn't that like a skit from some show?
Living Color.
Yeah.
The dating show, Lowered
That's
Expectations.
Wow, I remember. Living Color.
Like Stephen King's worst work ever was George W. Bush, who he paid to write that whole guy, the president. And it was a fabulous work, you know. I mean, it was a really fun to watch, the whole tower thing and smoking pot. Not a lot of people know that Stephen King invented that guy.
Mm-hmm. I'm almost out of beer.
One of these days, Kenny's going to show up to a live stream with enough beer to make it all the way through.
Yeah, you know, I always think I'm not going to drink that much, and then I always want more. Is it a bad thing?
No judgment.
It's bad that I think that I'm going to drink less than I actually do.
I think you should raise your expectations yourself.
I'm trying to lower my expectations.
I always like to give myself more than I want. That way I wake up dehydrated and stop drinking so much. That works, you know. All right, if I'm on a rave tonight, man, just get fucking a case by myself. You wake up with 12 left, and
That's a saying I read a saying about work, and it said, always undersell what you're planning, like whatever you're going to give, and over deliver.
Under promise and over deliver.
There you go. Under promise and over deliver. That's how you get promotions.
Yep.
Yeah, I can see how that works.
it's also how you get
Sound like
good.
playing. Yep, this is going to take 3 weeks. Get it done in a week and a half. Done and done. They're always happy.
Make sure you have leftovers in the fridge. That's what you do.
Or you can just pretend like you don't know how to do shit, and then nobody will ask you for anything.
That's a military candy. That's not.
Yeah.
That's not how the real world works.
That's not how the real world works.
Right? They won't. They also won't ask you to do their job either. Like, no, we don't need you for this job.
Yeah. Does anybody know how to do this? Nah, man. I don't know how to do that.
But if you hire me,
really, you know, you're really fucking good at it, but you know,
can't do it.
No, sorry, man.
That's not actually. That's a thing, man. I mean, if I do a lot of things for money, dude. I think we can all agree by now, in all the years we've known each other, that I kind of do everything. Is whatever anybody. If I can do it and it's for money, I'll fucking try. Right? That's pretty much the size of it. Man, what was I talking about?
Doing shit
For money. You were going to tell us a story about what you did for money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what's the worst thing you ever did for money? I'm curious now.
I think I sucked off a bull once.
Oh. I guess I asked, right? I suppose.
Yeah.
No, I had a valid point, man. I got veered off. When you guys all agreed with me, it's the first time anybody agreed with me for a week. So I was like, oh my God. And I forgot the fuck what the fuck. But I think I sucked off a bull once.
Oh, fuck. Oh, you know, I don't know if you're kidding.
I am kidding. I wouldn't.
I know.
And depending on how much money there was, but there's no way anybody would offer up the right amount of money to make me suck cock of a bull.
All right, side chat, let's go.
I just fist him off and then drink the contents.
No, boys, we don't have any friends that would pay me the $10,000 that would take for me to suck a cock of a bull.
10,000. That's it.
That's it. That's your price.
Bitch, I'd be able to sit on the couch for 6 months. Yeah, $10,000.
Let's go fund me.
I'll fucking I got a bunch of
Going on you porn.
Dude, I have friends right now. I just say, pull the bull into the stall and hog tie it, would you? I got to put his dick in my mouth.
Yeah. Daddy needs to get paid.
How much just to give him a toothpaste or twister?
We're going up. We're not. This is not a negotiation. Now we're at 50 grand. God damn it.
To suck off a bull and stick your arm up his ass?
Oh, to stick the arm up? I'll do 5,000 to stick my arm up his ass. No problem.
You know what? That's what. Oh man, I feel fucked up. So when I was in Northern California, like a couple weeks ago, we're driving, and it's all these cow fields and stuff. I'm like, man, being a cow farm would be awesome. Like, cows pretty much like take care of themselves, and you give them some shots, and they make more cows, and then you can sell those cows, and it's like a fucking revolving cash flow, right? And dude was like, nah, man, like you got to help the cows give birth, and you got to stick your arms up their ass, and help the cows get delivered.
Who's handing out wrenches here?
Well, it's full husbandry. No matter what you're raising, you have to have full husbandry on it. Yeah, and there's
see, I didn't know all that, right? So he's like, how much do you think you would cost you like per cow, so you'd stick your arm up a fucking cow's ass and deliver a baby cow? I'm thinking like $5,000. I think I said like that sounds legit, like $5,000, like. But I didn't know I didn't know I'd have to do that, like do that now and then wait like 6 months for a fucking cow to show up. Like I need that money today.
No.
No.
As somebody who grew up around farms, we had to do that shit before we got breakfast.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to do that. No, I don't want to stick my arm up a cow's ass. No.
Oh man, livestock, dude. The livestock industry is like big money, but the only way to really reap the big money out of the livestock industry is to be hands-on, like own a farm and then raise animals and sell these animals.
The only way to get rich is to stick your arm up a cow's vagina.
Yeah, and then it's big money to do that too, just to raise these fuckers. Like, think about how much fucking grain one fucking animal eats, and how many animals you have to fucking really have to make a dime, and it's just a pit.
I'm good. I'm good. I don't need a cow. Nope.
And talk about a discuss. I mean, you really hustle in livestock. You can make you make a dime or two, but at the same time, man, you're just breathing ammonia and fucking methane all day long.
Well, and you're working. I mean, that's not a 9-to-5 job, man. You're working from before sun up to after sunrise.
These fucking things don't have off switches. It's fucked up. You can't find it. No matter how far I reach my arm up that animal's ass, I cannot find the off switch.
So they're just constantly eating and shitting and mooing.
Oh, yeah. You're like, oh, fine. Thank God I can finally get this sleep. Thunder rolls. You got to get the animals in on the field. Bring them in the barn. Fucking sucks.
Yep. Farms suck. You don't want to be around the farm.
So what would cows do if they didn't have humans to take care of them?
Everybody's in the barn. Thunderstorms over. Let's lay down and go to sleep.
They call those buffaloes.
Buffaloes.
Kenny, what'd you say?
I said, what would cows do if humans weren't around? Like they would just be outside fucking scared?
No, they'd die. They would
4 in the morning and hear us sit, hand on an ass, hand on a tit. Damn, I hate this farming shit.
Yeah, the cows would consistently graze until the grazing was over with, until they become emaciated, and then they would die.
Or
It
they
would be just like buffalo.
They get hunted. It's like, do you guys ever watch that show on Discovery? What was it called?
Life After People.
Yes, Life After People.
Oh, that's the old show. I remember that.
They would go the way of the buffalo. They would be just like buffalo. They just graze and herd. And
they have a show on cows, on like what cows would do?
Yeah.
Well, no, but they talked about what like domesticated animals would happen, like dogs and cats.
Oh.
And something like 80 to 85% of the dogs and cats in the world would die.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, if they didn't have, because they're domesticated. Like, eventually the top tier of them would revert back to being wild, but for the most part, they would die.
Yeah, same with horses. Same with horses and all domesticated species such as sheep.
Except for pigs. Pigs will go feral like within a month of being out of captivity.
Yeah, they could. Yeah, pigs are different. Pigs are assholes.
But they're tasty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They'll eat anything.
I love the people that I got some friends right now that they're like, oh, we ran into some money. We really like potbelly pigs and stuff. So we're going to put some potbelly pigs in the backyard. They don't root. I'm like, ha ha ha.
Yeah.
You dummy. You put them back there. There
I've
are
seen
pigs.
300-pound pot-bellied pigs before.
There's breeds of Brazilian hogs that can root through concrete. You have to house them in steel if you're going to keep them captive.
You know what? I after all that I've heard about livestock lately, I never want to be around a farm. I don't.
No, fuck that shit, dude. It's rank, man. Here's the big thing. A lot of people don't realize, like, oh, I want to be a farmer. I want to have animals and be on Instagram and show my tigers.
You sound like, what is it, Key on Pill or whatever the fuck the show is.
Oh man, they don't realize that. Okay, it looks like a cool life. You got all these cool animals and you can handle them, and you got the licenses and everything. Cool, but the reality of that is, there's fucking 5 letters is the reality of it. People don't realize. STINK. Stink. Okay, you want that fucking tiger? Cool, man. Get ready for the rest of your life to have to deal with a stink that you should never, in your wildest dreams, have to know what it smells like. No one. I don't wish it on anybody. No matter what animal it is. And they're all different stinks. It's like, I want to be a porcupine guy. I want a porcupine. Cool. Well, get ready for the smell of a giant's cock cheese mixed with dirt. Right? All right. I want to be a pig guy. That's cool. Okay, cool.
That's a fucking special kind of rank.
There you go. There's your pig.
What about fucking ferrets? Ferrets are fucking
ferrets, real bad, dude. And then all that shit, it sticks to everything you own. No matter what you may have, from tiger to ferret, whatever the smell you choose, it sticks to
whatever smell you choose.
Yeah, it sticks to everything you have. So then every time you meet up with somebody, that's what they know you by. That's how they remember you. The smell of your fucking animal all over your wall.
Ferrets you can get descented.
Ferrets, yeah, you can, but they still have the funk.
Oh, yeah.
There's still an animal stink, man. We got our own stink to deal with, and then you fucking mix other shit in with it.
And you go nose blind to it, but everybody else around you can smell it.
Yeah.
No.
Tigers are the worst, man. You can smell a tiger trailer from like 5 miles away when it's driving up.
I don't know. Bears are pretty bad. You can literally smell bears wild from like a mile away.
Yeah, if your bear's like smoked all day.
Do what?
If you had a bear and instead of like your house smelling like bear, you just smoked weed all day, so your house smelled like weed, that wouldn't be so bad. I bet you could breed a bear that did that.
I'll bet you could get a bear to sit on the couch and smoke weed with you.
Then you have a paranoid bear, though.
Or a bear with the munchies looking over at you like lunchtime.
Yeah.
Right? Motherfucker always asking you for watermelons and shit.
Yeah, you're gonna rethink this idea. How about
your bear be like, hey Billy. Hey Billy.
They would go to Taco Bell.
Yeah.
You got any one of those?
You got a picnic basket?
Billy looks over and is like, is this shit really happening? There's some good fucking weed.
You said you had some Pop-Tarts.
Yeah.
Bear's like, get in that kitchen.
Make me a sandwich or I'm going to maul the fuck out of you.
And he only likes period blood sandwiches.
Oh,
God.
That sounds like Bigfoot. Make me some fucking animal-shaped waffles.
Was
There be no waffle fries on this date.
Yeah. This meat doesn't taste like iron. It doesn't have enough iron in it.
What the fuck is this vegan shit?
That's so funny, dude. I was watching I check crazy shit every day, and it led me sent a thread that led me to Best Gore. And there's an incident at a Mexican circus where they were doing a bear unicycle act in the center ring, and they had VIP seats in folding chairs. So they had 2 or 3 rows of VIP seats in the center ring, and they did the bear act in the center ring. Bear got away from the leash, jumped off the fucking unicycle, and mauled about, I don't know, 7 people in the VIP section. Tore off hands and faces and shit.
Ew.
Yeah, bears will buck you.
So what's that one video where the news anchor gets attacked by the bear and that karate dude's sitting there trying to chop the fucking...
Oh, dude, I remember that. It's so funny. That was the fucking handler's fault. The handler was on the right side of him, and then he put the news anchor on the left side of him with nothing in between. No one or nothing in between himself and the bear.
And he's trying to karate chop the bear.
Yeah, the bear didn't know that the news anchor was there. So, the bear, barely looked off to the left and then caught a glimpse of the news anchor next to him, whom he did not know that was sitting next to him, and just mauled the fuck out of him. He's like, whoa, what are you doing here? Just fucking tore him to about 4 or 5 people. Not literally. He grabbed on him and just tore his arm apart real good, tore the right side of his neck to shreds. He's like, hey, man, don't sneak up on me.
Okay, so got a new.
That's the one thing, man. If it's a carnivore, just don't take it by surprise. Don't walk up to it unless you know it sees you, and you'll be all right. Same thing with a horse. It's any animal, dude. If you get close to it without it knowing that you're doing so, it's gonna fuck you up once it realizes you're there. You have to wait for it to see you before you start to approach. Trust me. Bah.
Yeah, a cow will kick you and crush your chest. Speaking of farms. Sneak up on a cow.
Did you finish your video, Kenny?
That's why you stand on a bucket.
You don't scare something that's stronger than you. There you go.
Yes, son.
Come
That's
on.
why you don't sneak up on those
Where's the
things.
new bike?
Yeah, I also love that too, man. I think Ghost asked me that before. Does it bite? I don't know what you were asking. I can't remember, but I've heard that question in my lifetime a lot. Do they bite? Does it bite? Do they bite? Do you bite?
Yeah.
You have teeth in your mouth. You'll bite. Yeah, it bites.
I'll bite your fucking face off.
Right? Does your Hayabusa bite? Yeah, it'll bite you. Does your dog bite?
Of course it does. It's a fucking dog.
For real, an H2?
Yeah, man.
New Kids on the Block bites. Hey, is fucking Backstreet Boys a thing again?
No.
They've been on and off a thing again.
What the fuck? Just scrolling past this thing. Backstreet Boys on Vivo. What? No.
I worked with there's a girl I worked with like a year or two ago. She bought tickets to like some tour they were on, and I think it was like them and NSYNC and the other like boy bands from like the early 2000s.
No.
Yeah.
It's the Backstreet Boys, REO Speedwagon, and Foreigner.
Nice.
Hey, you shut up, Diesel. You shut
They
up.
all have smooth hands.
This is
You shut up, Diesel. What do you mean I know? Get out of here.
What led you to want to get an H2?
We have to stop this somehow.
Mm.
You must answer the questions, Kenny.
Huh?
Yeah.
You must answer the questions now that your video's out.
Why?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I can't think of a reason why not.
Well, there is that.
Well, I wanted a second bike. Like I said, I thought that I would get a bike to replace the R1, but I don't want to replace the R1. I like the R1. The R1 still got a lot of life left, but I want a second bike. So there's nothing else that I could buy that I think would be a comparable like mate to the R1 to give me something that I don't already have. And the H2 had come up before. Before I bought the R1, I seriously looked at the H2 as a contender, but I thought it would be like a one and done type of thing, and I didn't want a one-off bike that nobody knew anything about, and I'd never be able to buy parts for, or just be super complicated. So by the time I decided to pull the trigger, the H2 orders were already done, and I really wanted the R1 anyway, so that's what I went with.
Nice.
So now that I got another opportunity to buy another bike, I figured why the fuck not? Like there's really nothing else out there that I think would be as much fun.
This is
So,
true.
You made the right choice.
yeah, I mean, and then if I get it and it sucks, then it won't be the first time that somebody's bought a bike that doesn't suck. But honestly, every person that I've talked to that has one, like you, Mothman, and videos that I've watched, like nobody has ever said anything bad about this bike. And then all the little things that I think people don't like is normal stuff that people probably don't like about kind of bikes anyway. Like, so I'm stoked. Like I'm glad that I have the opportunity to do this, and I'm gonna take advantage. I'm gonna treat myself.
Well done, sir.
Yeah.
You gonna like carbon fiber it out and all that mess? Get it right?
No. I think I've got some minor stuff kind of planned out, I think, already, but we'll see what happens. Right now, I'm just focusing on getting it into my garage, and then after that, I've got time.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I feel like this was the hardest part, like finding a dealer that I felt like wasn't like fucking with me, or would actually return my phone calls and they think I was just like being a fucking guy, like calling, oh, I want to buy an H2, and then they just never fucking call me back.
Yeah.
I have a feeling though that dealers probably get a lot of questions about that bike, and a lot of people that just can't afford that shit, so they just call and ask questions, and then so they're like the amount of people that are going to call about a 300 and then actually come in and buy it is probably much higher than the amount of people that call for an H2 and then obviously never fucking buy it.
Yeah, never
expensive.
Through.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So if I took 5,000 and told them to pre-order it.
Yeah, so that's
you're serious.
Yeah, so I called all the dealerships in this area, and they're like, oh yeah, we got one, like come on in. And I get there and it's not the H2, it's the SX version, and I'm like, that's not what I asked you on the phone. Like this is not what I want. And then the one dealer, fucking Delamo, they tried to sell me a fucking SX, and he's like, what do I have to do to get you to buy this bike today? I'm like, go fuck yourself. That's not what I want. Like nothing is gonna make me buy this bike today. Like I'd be a dumb as fuck if I did that. And then I was like, I will email you tomorrow, and then we'll figure this out from there. And it took them over a month to get back to me. I was like, well, that's too fucking bad.
Sounds like a llama.
No, but the guy over here at Fun Bike, after like 2 or 3 times, and I think he figured, hey, this dude's fucking serious. And I went in and I talked to him a couple times, and we scheduled for Thursday. And just like I said, I was going to. I showed up Thursday with some money. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, at least somebody took you seriously. Those dudes at Delamo don't take anybody seriously.
Oh, well, that's all right.
Just like they were saying, you get a lot of people that come in selling wolf tickets. They're going to do
Yeah.
this, they're going to do that. They're full
Probably
of
a lot
shit.
of, hey, sales guy, can I take it for a ride? No. Dumbass.
Yeah. So it'll work out. I'm glad I got to this point. Now I just got to make sure that the order actually gets placed and figure out when it'll show up, and we'll get to the next step then.
I hope you get the first one in California.
I mean, that would be pretty fucking sweet. But I mean, even if I didn't get like one of the first ones, I mean, like we were talking the other day, like I've only seen one like ever. And that was at the LA to SD last year.
Yeah, what's his name? I don't remember his name.
And that was for like 5 minutes. Like once he got into the parking lot, I never saw it again.
Yeah.
And he almost crashed it.
I don't know. I don't know about that, but so we'll see what happens. I'm just glad I made it this far.
Yeah, at least you found one.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's not a this. I'm
not out yet. There's no info on it.
No, there's no info on it. So I basically put a pre-deposit on the 2019. So the idea is right around like if it follows the same like kind of trend, like right around September 1st ish, they'll open the pre-order for the next season. And then it'll close. I think it's always been like around November 30th or until they sell out. So around that time, like
15. I ordered the 16, and it opened like mid-November and closed December like 11th.
Yeah, it's somewhere in that like that fall period. So I figure if I put my money down now,
they said I wouldn't get it until May, and it was there like the second week of January.
Really? Yeah. So like I said, I figure if I do it now, my travel schedule like around the fall is going to be ridiculous. So whenever it does open, they can just go ahead and place my order, and it'll be ready to go, and I don't have to like worry about finding me or I had the money and now the money is gone.
What's the warranty on the not the
It's the same as any other bike. I bought the extended warranty on mine just because, but yeah, it's got a warranty like anything else. The H2R is the one that doesn't have a warranty.
Yeah, you get nothing.
Yeah, you get nothing. $56,000 and you walk.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Well, I mean, you're not spending $56,000 on a bike unless you got money, anyways.
Yeah, pretty much.
Street pharmaceuticals.
So basically, it was like buying a Tesla. You get your ass in the line.
Actually, the H2 is about the price of a Tesla.
Yeah.
The Tesla Model 3, $30K.
Yeah. You got to put your money down on a Tesla and then wait for it to be built.
You also have to own a house.
Yep.
You know, that Model 3 $30,000 thing is kind of bullshit because once you start adding stuff, it ends up being like 50 or 60 grand anyway.
No, it's $5,000 more to add the self-driving package. I went in and talked to him.
Those things are fucking pricey anyway, man.
30K, 35K for a fucking Tesla Model 3 that drives itself is pretty fucking good.
Yeah. I when I was in San Francisco, I went to one of the Tesla stores they got down there, and I like the Model X, man. There's a lot of fucking room in that thing.
Yeah, that thing's nice. They have it in they have one.
The R is not street legal.
They have one in the at Plaza Bonita.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where I went.
I haven't been up there. No, that's the first time I've ever been able to like get inside and like see them. I'm like, holy shit, there's a lot of fucking room in here. That lady opened the back door and stood like on the door sill and stood straight up and yeah, it was nice. Yeah, it's a cool looking car. Wow, but they're expensive.
Oh, Billy left, huh? I didn't see that.
I heard it.
Big fan of the Prius. I gotta find out what's up with my car like on like Tuesday.
Oh yeah.
I hope we get it back soon. This rental loaner thing that we got, that thing is fucking chewing down some gas.
Dave, you're making up for buying the Prius with an H2.
No, that's not true.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, no.
Kind of gas mileage that H2 get?
It sucks.
It's probably it sucks.
It sucks because if you get into it, you're going to stop about every 100 miles.
He already does that with.
I do that already with the R1.
We couldn't get more than 100 miles without fucking having to pull over to get gas for him when we went up to our trip.
Hey man, why are you hating?
What's happening tomorrow, DSG?
Not everybody can have a two-wheeled Prius like a Triumph.
What up, Full Pin?
Full Pin, are you taking my man card? I'm sorry, man. I had to make a decision. It was getting really expensive to fill my fucking SUV. My wife drives a lot every week, so
I'm check your YouTube inbox. I'm gonna send you an invite, Full Pin.
No man, Full Pin's gonna come in here and fucking verbally rape me about buying a Prius.
Boys, all kind of hillbilly hell up in here. That Full Pin moto guy.
Oh no, I'm not going to.
He might be at work.
Oh, I can't wait for the videos, K6. I think it'll be pretty good.
Yeah, I think it'll be something fun to do.
Are you the racing sort of guy at all?
No. But it might be fun to try. I mean, down for whatever, but my ego's not that big, so.
Yeah, me either.
I just want to say that I've ridden one like down the block.
I know that. So far, the closest I've gotten is sitting on one. When
I don't think
we got to ride one.
I don't even think I've sat on one because everywhere you go that has them, they're like they have the fucking signs on it that says "Don't sit."
Yeah.
Oh no, I was thinking. I lie. I've seen two. One was on your ride, and the other one was at Vase when I first got here, and whatever where it was, I don't know if they got it back used because somebody traded it in, but it was all fucking scratched up and it just looked like an asshole.
That's the one thing, K6, that I can tell you with the utmost certainty that the fucking thing scratches way too easy.
I've already got that planned out. So there's a place that I've been following, and I've actually emailed them a couple times. Like 2016, they did a complete clear wrap on an H2. So in a couple weeks, I'm going to go talk to those guys and see, like, you know, what they can do, what they have done, and just I'm basically going to get the bike completely fucking wrapped. I mean, I've done it with every other bike that I've had over the past few years, so it'll be worth it.
That's probably gonna be kind of expensive because of all the angles and fucking. It's not like your standard.
I went to a local shop here, which I'm in Shithole, Ohio, so it's not as good as what you would have there, and they wouldn't even like attempt to touch it. They didn't want anything to do with it. So I'm thinking I've got a couple scratches on my tank, absolutely just from riding. And I'm going to get those taken care of, and I think at least I'm going to get the tank wrapped so that when I'm like getting on and off the bike and
You don't scratch
shit like
it.
that, so it don't scratch it. Because if you take like a bright flashlight and put on the tank, you can see even the ones that you can't see by the naked eye, like just outright. Because at least mine being the 16 with that silver, actually it's coated in actual sterling silver, with a glass flake over top of it, glass clear or whatever. It scratches way too easy. That's the one thing I'd say that absolutely fucking sucks about the bike. Yeah. I just don't have the heart to go and get it painted another color.
That would drive me fucking crazy. So yeah, my plan is to pretty much take it from the dealer to the shop, and I think there's somewhere in that Miramar area. So it'd be like maybe less than 10 miles, and it'll stay there until it's completely fucking wrapped.
That'll be 1,000% there, man. Then you're ahead of the game right there.
Yeah, like I said, I've done it with every other bike that I've had, and one of the reasons that the R1 has the carbon is because the guy that installed the film did a good job, but it wasn't like the greatest install, and you could tell like some of the dirt was getting underneath the edges. It was time to take all that off, and that's where that carbon wrap came into play. But yeah, the Clear Bra is fucking brilliant, and I think this place will do a good job. I mean, on their Instagram, they're always posting like some crazy fucking cars I've never seen before. So
yeah,
it might be pricey, but it'll be
pieces of it and get mine. But there's a company, I think it's called Teakabon, Teakabon, on Amazon that sells some really tasty carbon fiber bits, because even with, you know, the bike you're getting or whatever, there's still like some shit plastic parts on it that just annoy the fuck out of me. And I've already replaced a couple panels in carbon fiber. Once I get it all squared away, everything's back. I took it in for service and everything. I just got to get cleaned up and slap some more stuff on it.
How does the service cost on something like that? Is it like similar to your typical Kawasaki, or is it like?
Yeah, it's the same. At the end of the day, it's just an inline 4. You know what I mean? It's the service on it's about the same. It's nothing like the Ducati. Believe it or not, my 999 Ducati was $900 for a tune-up.
No, I believe it.
Italian bike life.
I'm not worried, and I honestly like having two bikes. Like I don't see the H2 like getting a shit ton of miles every year, but yeah, I figured less than 5,000 a year, because I mean I ride the shit out of the R1. I'm just trying to balance it out a little bit.
It's like my balls busted all the time because I don't take my bike out every day. Like, well, if I had it, I'd ride it 24/7, and it's like, no. If you respected what you paid for it, you wouldn't. But that's just me.
No, like I want to ride it and I want to enjoy it, but like the R1 is definitely going to be the workhorse, like it always has been. So
Also got the same crash. Well, they're not crash protection. It's more like fucking fall over, drop stuff that Dan put on his as far as stator case and stuff like that. Is real nice. I think it's 3D printed plastic bits. They look pretty nice. I'll throw some pictures up on Instagram tomorrow. It's pretty good stuff.
I like to check those out. I
did shorty levers in gunmetal gray. Just little odds and ends, bits and pieces.
Yeah, the plan is to not drop it. So it's always worked out pretty good.
The plan is never to drop it.
Yeah. I can say in all my years, I've never dropped a bike at a gas station or at a fucking stoplight or any of that shit. That I'm pretty thankful for.
You're not riding tomorrow, are you?
Yeah, dude. I probably will.
Well, hopefully you don't drop it now.
It also helps.
Don't you wish that on me?
Well, congrats, buddy. That's awesome.
Like you, I'm kind of anal on it. It's like when I wash it, I use distilled water and like one of those like poison sprayer sort of things. And I spray it down first, like to get the dust off, because trust me, with the paint finish without the wrap is really sensitive. So you got to like rinse it off before you wash it. And I don't use regular chlorinated water on it. I just use, like I said, the distilled or purified.
Also, look up Chemical Brothers make some great products as well. And then there's like it's called the 2-bucket method.
Oh yeah, I've watched the 2.
Yeah, well, they'll send you when you get it. When you get your R1, Dr. Beasley's, they'll send you actually care packages with some stuff to get you started.
Yeah. I saw the little care package box, like on some of the like.
Yeah, you'll get the book and the keychain and the whole 9 yards. You'll be thoroughly impressed.
Yeah, like I said, I'm taking this thing right from the dealer to get it wrapped. I really don't want anything touching the paint ever. Like, so they can handle it there, so it'll be encased in plastic forever.
Yeah, that's the best way.
Yeah, everything else will work itself out. But I think it's gonna be a good time, and like I said, I thought about it like when they first came out, and I didn't think they would keep making them, and I think eventually they might stop. But I
actually bought mine in hopes that they wouldn't, and they kept making them. So
yeah, I just didn't want to have like a bike that you can't fucking buy parts for, and nobody's ever seen before. And I know like a lot of the work I could probably do myself. But then that off chance you like, all right, for the convenience, you take it to, the shop to get some work done, and they fuck shit up. I don't want that.
Yeah, that's been known to happen. I just went through a little bit of that myself.
How much is insurance for that bike?
I don't know, and I'm not even going to ask. I honestly, I just found out what I'm paying for the R1. So
I have an extremely clean driving history, and it runs me about $2 a year.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm about paying for the R1. After I got my speeding ticket in Virginia, my insurance went up, and I just didn't look at the bill. It just comes out of my paycheck. Yeah. But my policy.
What's the deal that if it gets stolen, they've got to come up with 30,000 opposed to 15 or
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be thoroughly covered, so I'm not worried. Insurance sucks to pay for, but it's good when you need it.
Yeah,
definitely.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's a plan. That's my retirement, midlife crisis / graduation present to myself.
Well, congrats.
Yeah, man.
Nice. The hell of a present to yourself.
Yeah, treat yourself. That's what Ghost told me. Is he even still here?
Who?
He ain't even here. He's probably sleeping.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself. I watched a bunch of those clips on YouTube today. Like, goddamn, that guy's funny. Him in 2017. It's the greatest one yet.
Wait, who?
The show, the fucking Always Sunny or whatever fucking show that is.
Oh,
Sun in Philadelphia.
no.
Yeah.
Oh,
Was
I thought
that
you were
it?
talking about. No, he's talking about what's the one with fuck when they work in the office, the Parks and Recreation.
Park and Recreation.
Parks
That's
and
it. Yeah, Park and Rec. Yeah.
Have you ever watched the bloopers?
No.
They're like talking. They're like, oh, everybody loves a great comeback story. And then what's his name that does the that's doing Jurassic Park or whatever his name is? Oh, whatever. He goes. Oh, like Kim Kardashian, and everyone's like, huh? Like they're like, well, she got cum on her back.
Hey, Trip today, man. I was gonna say, like, no wonder they won so much, man. Like, you're like a fucking cop magnet.
Honestly, I don't even know how you still have your license.
Yeah, man. Like every. Oh.
Like twice a week, that dude's getting pulled over.
Oh man, that's funny. But I like watching his reactions, like the police. The police is fucking comical.
Yeah, I just got pulled over. This your first time? Nope.
Nope. Oh man, yeah, I probably would have lost my license already. Oh man.
Well, if you actually run your plate, then you wouldn't have to deal with fix-it tickets there, Mr. Buddy.
Did you ever get your taillight fixed? Or you still got the flashlight duct tape to the back?
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, tickets suck. At least those don't really fuck with your record, though. They don't really fuck with your
He did just
driving
get a
record.
notice they were going to suspend his license.
They what?
And he did just get a notice they were going to suspend his license.
Oh,
Oh, shit.
time to slow down, man. Time to slow down.
And not do them wheelies.
Oh, fuck, Ninja Tom's tomorrow?
I can't go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I forgot.
my little one's got pink eye, so I'm just hanging out.
I feel like that's an excuse.
You're just making excuses.
I feel like that's something a Prius owner would say.
You know what?
Oh, Latin words. Latin words.
Fucking haters. You know what? You won't be hating on the Prius after you drive it.
After I drive it,
Yeah, man. It's a fun little car. Like it's not fast. It's
is Prius like keyword for H2?
nah, man. This is a fucking Prius like hybrid. Plug that bitch into the wall and get like a shit ton of miles and no gas.
Whoa.
Even Ghost rode in it. He was like, "Oh man, this is nice. Like I like it, man. This is cool. I
Hey,
could buy one of
Don't
these."
lie. Don't
Hey,
lie.
you guys are from
That's
San
it.
Diego,
Stop
so
saying
it
lies,
makes
man.
sense.
That's what you said.
Lies. Lies.
Yeah, that's what you said. I remember we went. I even took a picture.
I've never been in a Prius.
Oh,
Oh,
fruit comes out.
You sat in the
Oh,
driver's
you gotta
seat and
post that
smiled and gave a
picture.
thumbs up.
you
I
two be
remember that,
talking
man.
about coming in each other's backs and talking about Priuses?
Wait, what?
Weren't you guys just talking about coming on each other's backs or some bullshit?
No. That's not what happened. That's
I
like
don't know.
I don't remember. That's
Fake
not-
news. Fake news.
Yeah, fake
I don't
news.
know. I heard Prius coming on each other's back, and Ghost likes the Prius, so.
Oh.
And there's pictures to prove it.
I have pictures to prove it. No, my wife drives about 500 miles a week, and we had a Lexus SUV, and it was just
Is your wife's name Ghost?
no.
Damn.
Fuck you.
Damn.
Yeah, Ghost.
Shots
Yeah.
fired.
Damn, man, fucking burn. No, my wife drives a lot for her job,
She has a nice beard.
and yeah, the
It's mediocre.
Lexus was just way too expensive to keep filling up. It was costing us like a little over $200 a week. So
Yeah, fuck that noise. I would get a Prius too.
yeah, the Prius. I mean, it's nice, and it's got
How many miles do you get? Like 100?
fuck. I think the little counter thing. I've seen it up to like 64,
That's
65. Shit, I only filled it up once since we had it. I think
Back
the first
in
time
1959.
yeah, it's and to fill it up was like $35. Shut up, Mike Parsons. You shut your mouth.
Wow.
Hating on the fucking Prius. Yeah, I my wife, when she brought up the idea, she's like, I know you're gonna say no, but I got this idea. I was like, you know what? I was thinking that too. It's not so bad. And she was kind of shocked that I actually fucking went for it.
Well, at least she brought it up before you, because if you brought it up first, there's a fucking issue.
Yeah. I'm glad she brought it up first. Then yeah.
Kenny was dropping hints.
It's her car after all, right, Kenny?
Yeah. Huh?
Kenny was dropping hints everywhere.
It was yeah.
Hey, look, a Toyota.
Hey, look,
He's like, hey, babe, pasta tonight.
Shut up. Yeah. We not eating hamburgers. We eat veggie burgers tonight.
Shit, he's going veggie burger. You ain't even doing turkey burgers.
No, man. We
no
meat.
No, Scott, I have not gotten a fast bike yet.
Prius is legit.
It is. It's like having a 300.
I mean, it has four wheels, and it gets you places. But do you really want to fucking ride it or drive it? No.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't mind driving.
Prius is like going to get a hamburger, and they give you a Boca burger.
You shut the fuck up.
It's like having sex with a superstar, and then come to find out they have AIDS.
What? It's not like that at all. It's not.
He's like, yeah, man, I was with this Playboy model, we were hanging out, and things got heavy. And you're like, oh yeah, what issue was she in? Oh, like 1947.
7 years old.
She was on her deathbed.
I was just about to knock the dust off that, and then she died.
Literally.
It's like fucking LeBron blowing shit up in the air.
Oh, look! Priest is like going to a bar, get chicks, and then find out it's a gay bar. God damn! Nothing but fucking haters in here.
Or it's like going to a stripper and find out she accepts coupons.
The prime. It's the prime one. I got the prime.
Well, there's always got to be one gay guy in the group.
You know what? That's cool. It's fine.
You have soft hands.
Oh God.
Does your steering wheel apply the lotion for you?
K6 doesn't ride the Daytona.
Yeah.
No,
it doesn't matter. Had sex. Sometimes you gotta relax yourself. Oh man. Y'all just a bunch of fucking assholes. It's all right. It's cool. I'll have fun driving nice and slow around, being friendly to the environment, not spending all my fucking money on gas.
Hey, so do you ever just cruise around West Hollywood with your top down? Just wondering.
Mouth is a mouth.
Okay.
Yeah. You know that. That's words you live by, Diesel. Mouth is a mouth.
Mouth is a mouth.
I'd ride a 200 before owning a Prius. That's cool, man. You know what? I just didn't like spending $800 plus a month on fucking gasoline. That's cool.
A 200? Who the fuck makes a 200?
Yeah. I don't know. Is that a bicycle?
200?
Yeah.
Who the fuck makes a 200?
In the Asian countries, they have 200s or 150s actually.
Is that a Hyosung?
Yeah, Hyosung makes them. Yeah.
Hyosung?
The Suzuki van.
Suzuki has one.
Did you say Suzuki man van?
Hey, speaking
van.
of Suzukis, the DRZ is
200.
officially going to be dead once the new Honda comes out.
Yeah, Shade Tree just did a video on it.
Yeah, it's unreal. I'm kind of wanting to go get that bike.
We got enough bikes to trade in on it.
I know, shit. I have the DRZ, but that thing's got to go. Need that 450.
Well, You still get an H2, so that's okay.
Yeah, it makes sense for the Prius.
I don't know. Your man card's at like 75% right
You know
now.
what? Fuck y'all trying to take a man card. Yeah, fucking Red always trying to take my black card, and then he gives it back to like
Wait,
baby
you're black?
chunks.
I thought you were Mexican.
No.
They think I'm Mexican.
I hate all of you, like every single one of you.
But yet you're still here.
What about
I like the punishment. You fucking dicks. Yeah, it's cool. Whatever, man. Yeah, my wife likes it. That's fine.
She also like doing you on the butt?
What happened? What?
Did she also like doing you on the butt?
Doing you in
I thought that's what I heard, but I'm pretending I didn't hear that. I thought you was Arab kid. No, man, I Arab. Fuck. Man, it was a hate on Kenny afternoon. Yeah, fuck y'all. You know, I am going.
You know, on Kenny last live stream too.
You know what? Ghost, this is all your fault.
I didn't buy the Prius.
I hope you get like fucking raging diarrhea and fucking sit in a toilet, your ass is on fire, and there's no toilet paper.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be the worst.
That would be the worst. I hope that happens to you.
While you're walking out to see a bridge in the middle of the desert.
What?
So when you want to, never mind. Explain it.
I'm confused.
I hope whatever toilet paper you do find is like 1-ply.
1-ply?
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
That's messed up, man.
Cheap ass 1-ply and your fucking ass is on fire.
It rips as you're wiping your ass and it gets all over your finger. You're like, fuck!
Oh man, you know
That's funny.
Yep. All right, man. Well, if you're around, hit me up tomorrow. I'll be home hanging out with the baby. She's not feeling good, so.
Yeah. Yep. You get the eye drops?
Yeah. I've given it to her a couple times today. So twice today. So
that was fun, huh?
yeah, man, it's so nasty. Fucking that's gross. But yeah, I think she'll be feeling better tomorrow.
Hopefully, pink eye sucks.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how fucking kids get that. Man. We were just talking about that too yesterday, man. Like kids are fucking nasty. Like they don't, wash their hands. We're talking about the Incredible Pizza place. John's Incredible
Pizza.
Yeah, the pizza buffet. Like all the kids like running up there, like grabbing shit, and like ugh. Like I just saw you didn't wash your hands, you dirty motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, definitely not going to buffets.
Not even kosher buffet. Come on now.
Well, we were talking about that too. We would say Golden Corral. That's gonna be like we gotta check it.
All right, kids, get in the Prius. We're leaving.
Yeah.
Put on your Sunday best.
We're going to Golden Corral. You gotta get your $15 worth. Yeah, we gotta check out
we're rolling 4 deep in the Prius.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it could only fit.
How many people can you fit in that car?
4.
Not 5.
Mexican, and then you can fit 10.
No, there's no, that's the one drawback of the fucking vehicle like this. You don't have a 5th passenger space, and the trunk is slightly smaller because of the battery. Oh, that's the one drawback. But I mean, coming from an SUV to vehicle that size, like it's just
it's heavy, huh?
Huh?
I'm imagining it's like super fucking heavy because of the battery.
Oh, I don't know. Fuck, I'm not lifting it.
Hey,
Yeah,
if
batteries
you
are on the floor, aren't they?
What's up?
yeah, it's a complete battery on the floor.
Yeah, so the center of gravity would be super low. Like I'll bet that thing turns great.
All right, I haven't. Well, no, I did take it. Have I took it in the canyons yet? I probably drive it somewhere. Oh, my wife goes up to Hamul, like she drives it up there, and I mean she does.
Yeah.
Fine. I don't think she's like drifting and shit and doing laps for time. But
T6 with the Prius in the canyons. Is that Wayne Brady?
So there's I guess.
Tell me Wayne Brady's going to have to slap a bit.
Yeah, I guess there are people that like put body kits and giant wings and shit on these things, and I don't quite get it because it's a fucking Prius.
I wonder if you can buy like hopped up motors and batteries for a Prius. Like they take the motors apart and rewind them, put more winds in the motor or whatever.
It's still a Prius. Like it's
still gay.
Yeah, like as a mode of transport, it's legit. As a fashion statement, it is not.
Yeah, but come on. How many of those dudes you see fixing up a fucking Scion TC and putting a big spoiler on it?
That shit's awful too.
Yep.
Better than a Prius.
It's not a fast vehicle. It's a fucking Prius. It's not. That's what I don't get. I don't understand like why like on the highway the Prius drivers always seem like they want to be like the fastest. Like, why are Priuses like that? Why are the drivers like that?
Tell us, Kenny.
Oh man, that's not me.
Give us a month.
Kenny's like, I'm the dude on an H2, motherfucker.
Like I'm the dude trying to like maximize my fucking gas mileage. Like I know this vehicle's not fast, and even if they don't even look fast.
So I just looked up on Google and just typed in Prius, and the first thing that came up was they dropped a Hellcat motor in the Prius.
Oh my god.
That bitch, when it takes off, the front end goes up.
That's insane.
But that's different. Now it's not a Prius anymore. Like it's some fucking
now it's a murder
murder machine.
I mean, you can shine a turd as much as you want, but it's still gonna be a fucking piece of shit at the end of the day.
Yeah, I mean, like the Prius on its own, like as many mods you can do to it without changing the entire engine, it's still a fucking Prius. It's not a fast vehicle. It's not supposed to be.
But yet you own one.
I'm not trying to go fast. I'm just trying to save some gas. I'm not trying to go fast. I want to go slow. I want to go slow in the car and not have to spend all my money on fucking gasoline, unless it's in the bike, which is what I have to do anyway.
I spend way too much on gas. I get like 14 miles per gallon.
I go through about a tank a week, so $40 or $50.
If I lived like in San Francisco, it was like almost $5 a gallon. A rental vehicle before I took it back to the airport, it's almost $76 to fill up.
What kind of car was it?
It was I had a minivan.
Oh God, it gets worse. Stop.
Hey man.
Yeah, can we please not hear about your vehicle history?
He's like, let's stick to
all right. So the reason I get minivans when we travel is because I travel with a team of 4 guys. So
Team of 4, huh?
Yeah. So it's us, our gear that we need for work, our personal suitcases for our clothes and shit. So we need more space. I can't just I can't get a Nissan Sentra and then drive where we need to go. It's just not going to work.
Don't they have SUVs?
Room for 4 in a Prius.
We've tried that. Like SUVs, they don't always work. But minivans are always plenty of room. So it usually ends up being like a Chrysler, some kind of Chrysler model. I forget what it's called.
Town and Country?
No. I don't know, but I've had those before, but I can't remember. Yeah, it's either like a Chrysler or like the Kia, whatever the Kia minivan is. Fuck it, man. It's a fucking minivan. And we play this game like how dirty you can make it, and that's always fun. I think I was telling you about this, Ghost. Like you leave like chicken carcasses and fucking burritos and milkshakes, and just see how fucking disgusting you could get it before you bring it back.
Oh, they charge like cleaning fee after?
I don't know. I ain't never been charged shit. See, this trip I left up old pancake, a milkshake.
A pancake?
Yeah. Like a full round pancake.
Not a Mickey Mouse one?
No. We went to some restaurant and I didn't realize the portions were so big, so I ordered a side of pancakes and I was like, this is way too much food. So I left the leftovers in the car.
Wow.
Yeah, I get
there's a dead illegal immigrant in the back.
There's a milkshake from In-N-Out, hamburger wrappers, lots of cans of fucking Monster sandwich. We went to the sandwich place every day for lunch, so I got the sandwich wrappers. I'm sure there's some like old lettuce and onions like laying around. Yeah, that's always a good time. I fucking love trashing minivans. I think the worst was the chicken carcass in Hawaii.
So nasty.
Yeah. So this little hut place somewhere like outside of Honolulu. They grill these fucking chickens in this like cart thing, and they're fucking delicious. I've never had.
Chicken.
Yeah. That's what it is. I've never had chicken so good in my life. So you get one chicken and you eat it there, and then you bring another one back to the hotel. At least that's how I do it. But you leave the chicken. You leave all the chicken pieces in the fucking car. But Kia Sedona, yeah, maybe that's it. All right. Well, I'm going to bed now. I think I've thoroughly been harassed enough tonight.
Nope.
Fucking days. Anyways, we'll pick this up again on Friday.
I was gonna say the same. My laptop's about to die, so I'm probably just gonna go ahead and end it.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
I'm sure you guys all
Thanks for
have
the
better
link,
things
man.
to do.
Yeah. So you got a long day of fucking doing nothing tomorrow, beating your meat,
Yep. Definitely a long day of doing nothing.
keeping your hands moisturized. Oh, wait, that's me. Oh.
Kenny's about to go Uber now.
I'm going. I'm out of here. Fuck you guys. Bye.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye. Fucking assholes.
All right, side chat. Peace out. Thanks for sticking around. All that good shit.
Everybody in the side chat's cool. Y'all motherfuckers suck.
Fuck you. You're cool.
All right, later, y'all. Be safe.